This is what you've been waiting on. You scoundrel.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna stop being friends?
This is my hottest Star Wars take, okay?
This is madness.
Here we go!
Hello there, and welcome back to Yavin Base. I can't believe they let us back in here after the last episode.
I was gonna say, do we even know Star Wars? Are we even fans?
That's what we've been told.
People are telling us the worst tier list they've ever seen.
Hey, hopefully you guys had some fun with the definitive Star Wars tier list. We will take no questions at this time about that ranking because we're here for something completely different. We've been hyping it up this whole event, and that is the Power Battles bracket. The board, he went in and got some work done. Look at that. Look at this bracket.
Fresh coat of paint.
Hey, you ready for this? Ready? Watch, Seth. Lean back. Boom. Live board cam reaction. And hey, you might notice something else if I cut back over here. And that is we have this little overlay because we're not just doing this just for fun, although we are.
Yes.
It's for a good cause. A good cause. We've been doing these charity live streams once a month. It's been a lot of fun. This week, or this month, it's to a very special cause, the Alzheimer's Association.
Yes.
And it's something that means a lot to me. I had my great grandmother had Alzheimer's. That was
my grandmother did as well.
So something that's very important, you know, so hopefully raise a little money for a cure here. And real quick, already, I see Nihilus once again here, man. 10 gifted. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
You're awesome.
Yes,
thank you so much.
You are awesome.
If you guys would like to get in on this, R8, I believe R8's in the chat. If R8 could put in the donate link, you can also find it in the description. You can also do the QR code, and that way we can try to raise a little bit of money today for a good cause. And there we go. R8's got it. See, can I pin it? Will it let me? Get out of here, emojis. I'll do it over here in just a second. But there you go. From R8, that's the donate link. And why should you donate, Seth?
Because it's for a good cause.
It's for a good cause.
I mean, my goodness.
But
yes, because it helps people.
But also, we're doing some giveaways today.
We are. Yes,
and
there's some cool stuff.
You do not need to donate for the giveaway.
That's true.
Be clear. But if we hit our goal, $250 goal, if we hit that goal, we will be doing an extra giveaway. What are those giveaways today, Seth? What are they?
We got lots of stuff. I was going to say, we got all kinds of things.
The first one, all you need to do is throw in the hashtag, and we'll tell you about that in just a second. This little lightsaber hilt from WULFGAR Props. Huh?
Yes.
How about that? This Adi Gallia lightsaber could be yours, and that's go ahead, throw it up.
That's
all you have to do.
That's it.
To win that. Let me activate it. You should see it in the chat here in just a moment. I
thought you were going to do the...
No, not this time. Is that popping up in the chat? Give me just a second.
Seen it.
It
hasn't happened.
Okay, hold on. A little maintenance, but that's not all.
Yep. People are already doing it.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. We'll let them do that.
Yeah.
Let me restart our chat bot here.
In the meantime.
There we go.
Okay.
So anyway, we'll prompt you. The chat will prompt you to do that. But that's going to be the first giveaway. If we hit our donation goal, which already you guys are going crazy, right here we have from WULFGAR Props. These are cool. You ready for this? Ahsoka Tano's lightsaber hilts
from Rebels.
Both of them
from Rebels,
there. And that will be from Rebels. And that's if we hit our donation goal by the end of the stream. And if you got it, here's the big one, guys. If you guys go crazy, if we get $100 over the goal for the Alzheimer's Association, we're going to do that Starships tier list. We've heard you guys loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Hey, my bad. Y'all are, hold on. All you guys are going to have to do that again. That's my fault. I had to restart my chat bot. Let's see this one. Hey, there we go. Okay, now type it in the chat.
Now put it in the chat. Everyone put it in the chat.
My fault there, guys.
Put it in the chat and you could win an Aligalia lightsaber.
Yes, and if we hit that goal, then you guys will win the Ahsoka lightsabers.
Yeah.
And the only rule is you just have to be here when we draw your name. We're going to be drawing it at a random point during the stream.
Yes.
There we go. I see
there
all
we
you
go.
guys do.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Keep it coming. Wait, how much do we need to raise for Starship list? That's a good question.
Our goal is 250, 350. If you guys go crazy and go over top that, then we'll do the Starships list.
We can do that.
So
we can do
it's
that
all for a good cause, right?
Yes.
Listing for a cause. How about that? What's the donation goal? Yeah. Once again, it's right up there at the top of the screen. $250.
$250.
If we hit that 350.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Right? That's it. So, okay. And then we have one final, because we're going crazy today with the giveaways.
Yeah.
And so you guys will know we've been pumping this Power Battles bracket up all month long. We have a lot of submissions from you guys, a lot of them. And so at the end of the stream, we're R8 is going to be tallying up all those submissions, and whoever gets closest to ours, they are going to win this Star Killer lightsaber prop with Seth. We sweetened the pot a little bit. How about that? Little Death Watch Trooper, sealed, mind you, MOC for you collectors out there. And then one more thing.
I'm voguing.
If you guys remember our video we did where we did the Star Wars Insiders,
yes,
we'll throw one of those in there too.
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Why not? So that's going to be for the winner
that's
of the Power Battles bracket.
That is for thy champion.
Yes, it is a great cause. I 100% agree with you. And you guys, wow, I haven't even had time to catch up. Thank you so much. We're already halfway there to our goal. Trey, I see you in there with 25. Man, this is my fault. Every time we do this, I can never see. Let me pull it up on my phone.
It's tiny.
It's
tiny.
It's very tiny. Oh my gosh.
What is happening? What?
With the $99.99 for Babu Frick. Hey, everybody spam Babu in the chat because we
got emojis now.
We got new ones.
We got there it is.
Thank you so much for that.
Yes, thank you.
Here shortly, we're going to be donating ourselves, and we'll throw that in there too.
Yeah.
Because it's all, like I said, all for a good cause. And
yes.
Let me look, because I want to see all you guys going crazy here.
Babu. Oh, there it is.
Come on, let's
look
go.
at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
There's all the Babus. You guys are crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm having technical difficulties here. Why could I not? There we go. Finally.
Turn down your...
I did.
Okay.
I'm not an amateur.
Come on, man. Come on.
Anyway, Trey, thank you so much. We have Nihilus with the 25. We had Jedi Knight Ryan with the 10. And I can't read you, but Deadly, you're great too, with the other 10. And I know a lot of you other guys have donated. I apologize if we missed them because it's so quick. Noah Belante in here with the $4.99 super chat. You rock. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy.
You are.
And the $1.99 for Matthew Green. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. As much as we appreciate the super chats, put them in that donation link.
Yes.
All right. Can we throw that in the chat again? I can now pin it. And I'll get that up so you guys can see that. I'm excited about this, man. This is going to be nuts.
I was going to say, well, should we also throw this out? This is making a return.
Let me pin. All right, it's doing the work.
Okay, hold on.
There we go. All right, that pinned comment from R8. That's gotcha. Will. Come on, stop spamming Babu. What are we doing?
Why not? Why not?
Why not spam Babu? Look at that. Does that pop up? It does. It pops up.
Hey.
Yes, Seth, explain what you got sitting there.
So this is back from the troopers. Okay, if there's something we can't decide,
got a veto.
We got
in the back pocket.
We got a veto right here,
right there.
So let's hope. Let's just hope we don't have to use this. Hopefully, we can be more civilized.
Right. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hey, before we jump right into all of the craziness of the Power Battles bracket, I did want to pull up. Where's it at? It is right there, right? Yes. First of all, I want to just shout out WULFGAR Props. Once again, he's the guy, James WULFGAR and team. They were the ones donating all of this stuff here, all the props for you guys. And it was specifically, he said, hey, I just want you guys to do something for a good cause.
Yeah.
And so
that's what we're here for.
Huge thank you to WULFGAR.
Yes.
All right. Do you have that link? Can you throw it? Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Thanks,
cool.
all right. Appreciate that. Go check them out. They make great stuff. Super. I don't know why that's popped up twice, but it's okay.
Boo.
They're great. Check those guys out. You can find them here just to look a little bit because I do want to shout them out. They're seriously great dudes over there.
Yes.
But look at this. Also, they don't just do Star Wars. I mean, look at this Jinx. Like this is great. This is insane.
It is.
I've seen this in person because they've had them at conventions. It's like a huge thing. But yeah, more cosplay stuff. Like you can get pistols and helmets. Dude, their helmets. Like, dude,
they are cool.
Oh,
yeah.
It's Hunter
Check
helmet.
That out.
Look at this E11 blaster right here. Just awesome stuff.
Yes.
So recommend you guys go check them out.
That's an E11.
You can find their link in the description down below as well.
Standard issue.
But also, hey, so there's going to be a veto. Yes, there is going to be a veto. Don't worry.
I hope I don't have to use it.
Yeah. I just saw, let me go back to camera 3. Did I just see that James donated? Oh my gosh, you got us to our goal already. James, you guys crush it, man. We got James in here with 112. Anonymous, R8 donated 10. Seth is right, donated 10. Guys,
Seth is right?
That's the name on the donation.
Well, you know.
So hey, you guys just unlocked.
Yep, you just unlocked it.
Where's it at? It's down here. You guys just unlocked this. So when we do our giveaways here later.
Yep.
What if we double the amount raised? So if we get to 500, we haven't thought about that. What happens then? We got to put something out there, right? I mean, what do you want? What do you guys want?
Yeah.
How about that?
What do you, within reason?
Within, yeah. What do you
want?
If we double our goal, what would you like the incentive to be? Hit us. So, hey, you're storm chasing at home. We had a little bit of that over here.
Yeah, that's scary.
It got a little crazy. You stop it. That's not.
Yep. There you go.
There you go.
Yep. There it is. Okay. Knew that was going to happen. Gosh.
Love Star Wars. TLJ watch party.
Yeah.
Man, a lot of interesting suggestions here. If we double our goal, we'll
hold on.
We'll figure it out.
Think about it.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah. What's it?
Because we've already just hit 311 from Joe K. $50 at here. You guys. Hey, you know what? Seriously though, it's all going to a cause. It means something close to us.
Yes, it does.
That's really cool. Yeah. You guys are awesome. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'll let you guys reminisce on that. Is that the right word?
What? Reminisce?
Ruminate. That's the word.
Oh, gotcha. Shave the beard.
No. I'm not doing that. Like live? Okay, if I could keep the stash, I'll consider it.
Really?
Maybe. I don't know. Huh. Wow, what confidence do you have?
Rocking the
stash.
Yeah.
Star Wars did topless calendar. Hey, you know what? Don't ask what you can't handle, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we've got reminisce, thank you. Duel. I'd say I'd unsubscribe if Droidico is lower than S for the droid tier list. So here's my equivalent of a sub since you did the right thing. Well, thank you so much, Kate. I appreciate you. And speaking of Kate, that's the wrong one. My bad. I want to look over some of these submissions.
Yes.
So this was Kate's for the heroes list.
Yeah.
And this is really interesting. So who do we have? We got Jar Jar in D, Osha in D. I can't believe you got Carl Weathers down there in D. Grief.
Yeah, Grief Cargo. Yeah.
Kira, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But up at S, we got Padme. Mm-hmm. And then Wedge. She's got Wedge up there at S tier.
Wedge is a stud.
That's crazy, right? Yeah. Shave the beard live. If you guys double the goal, that's what we're talking about right now, huh? Keep
the stash.
Oh my gosh. I mean, at this point, because we haven't even done our part of the donation. I might hit that. I tell you what, we get $1,000 for Alzheimer's. I'll shave the beard. Okay. I'm not doing that, dude. I have a kiddo. All right. She would lose her mind.
Yeah.
If she might not recognize me if I shave my head. I can't do that.
Yeah.
If somehow you guys get us to $1,000, I'll shave the beard, and my wife's going to be real happy about that. So I don't know if she's watching, but she might veto that decision. Here's the one for this is from Isaac. This is his trooper list.
Yeah. We got a couple.
Yeah, we got the ARC troopers up there. Which
is that Snow Trooper an S?
Hey, second place, right?
That's crazy. That. Well,
the scout, but he's got the ARF. You guys are nuts with the ARF trooper. Crazy. I don't get that. You guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Let me pull up over here actually because I want to be able to see your donations a little bit better. So I believe I can do that. Can I do that? We're doing a little bit of live here. I'll come back to camera 3. I'll figure that out because I want to be able to see your guys's. Let's see, donations. There it is. Hey, okay, so I can see that Buckethead. Thank you so much for the 29. May the force be with you. Noah B, you guys are the best. Thank you. 25. Joe K with the 50. You guys are crazy. So what are we up now to? What do we? It doesn't give me a live feed there.
We can't see at the.
Yeah.
Up there at the top.
385. 365. So I guess we're doing starships.
Okay. This is what you guys. List. You get what you ask for. We're doing starships. We
haven't even started this yet.
We haven't. Okay.
You guys are crushing it.
Yes.
That's so fun.
We love you guys.
Both of you shave at 2,000. That's what I'm seeing here. Hold on.
Like my beard?
Yeah, we talking beards or heads because this is
guys.
I can't. Good cause, but it's I
guys.
Yeah, see, right? That with Bill. Wait, how do I send you a tier list? You can either email it to us or if you get it in quick enough, or maybe. Actually, unfortunately, I can't. I can't get that. I can't get that in because we're.
When are we going to discuss fanboys?
I would like to do that. That would be fun.
Did you make a hutch?
I did make that emoji. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a recommendation.
Right. Yes.
2K is full bald. No, it's not happening.
Why would you want us to do that?
Come on. Do you want the show to be ruined for the next 4 months?
Yes.
Come on. Let's be realistic. Let's be real. Both of our wives would kill us. Yes. My daughter would be upset.
Yeah.
It can't do it. Can't do it. All right. We have one more I want to go over here. And that is all the name was GU. But I wanted to make note, the Mud Trooper was up there at S.
Is up in S. That's their favorite.
That's gonna be crazy, right?
Where they got the Snow Trooper and the Scout. Oh, Rex is in A.
Yeah.
Fordo's in A.
Where is the Snow? Snow Trooper's in B.
He's in B.
Yeah. And Scout Trooper's in A tier. That worked out, right? Right.
Yeah.
There we go.
I guess so.
If you guys didn't know, by the way, we always have the templates in the description, except for we didn't do one for the movies and shows. That was our bad.
Don't even bring it up.
Stop that.
Stop that.
I saw you in there.
Don't even bring it up.
Goodness. Okay. So you guys are going crazy. Hold it. No, we're not doing a chat poll about this.
No,
Matt.
Stop that.
I'll like your thing though. Thank you for the $1.99.
Thank you. But goodness gracious, guys.
Oh my gosh. So, okay, we're up to 385. You guys are crazy. You've unlocked all the incentives so far. What do we say for 5,000? Or I do it for 1,000.
You do what?
I shave the beard for 1,000.
Yeah.
Or did I say that for 5? I'm going for 1,000. That's what it is. 1,000, I'll shave the beard. 500, we'll do.
What?
I don't know. Maybe we can do the fanboys thing. That could be fun.
I don't know.
Yeah, see? Kate gets it. Okay, let's jump into this Power Battles bracket. We'll keep checking in with you guys in the chat. Once again, check out that pinned comment. The incentives are fun, but at the end of the day, we're here to raise some awareness and some money for the Alzheimer's Association.
That's the whole thing.
You can find that in the pinned comment. And we'll have some giveaways. So that'll be at random times during the stream.
Yeah.
So, baby, you can get that for free, Will.
A big old kiss from Seth. Oh my gosh. For free. You're just pimping me out.
I am just pimping you out.
Goodness gracious. Next time I see you, buddy.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, let's get on. Let's get on with the Power Battles bracket. You guys are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We'll keep checking in on you guys. Yeah. So there we go. Cut to this. What do we have first? Oh, I do apologize. Our overlay. Here, I'll disable the overlay for this because we'll always come back. All right, so the first one up, we have Captain Rex versus Kira. Okay. Some of these are mean. I'll be honest.
I think that we need to back it up for a second. That like when I made this, I just loaded them all into a bracket, and then I hit randomize 5 times, and I just sent it to you. I didn't even look at it.
Yep.
So
I have not given this any thought.
Yep.
So this is great.
Yep. So. Who wins in a fight? So, okay, wait. Also, these are everybody at their max levels, right?
Yes, peak
level.
Peak performance. You may not like it, but this is what peak Star Wars performance looks like.
Peak performance.
Hey, I just saw from Carl, thanks for the $20 in here for Alzheimer's.
Yes.
You guys are crushing it.
Okay.
I can't believe there's no Anakin. Well, it's because Vader's
Why would you? What? Well, Darth Vader's on there.
Yeah. Top bid is cut off for you. Is it? You let me know, Michael. Top bid about what? Let us know.
Yeah, help us.
Chat. Keep us informed. Okay.
Yes. You need to probably zoom back in, or do you want to?
No, we can hit it. There we go.
Okay, cool.
So we've got Captain Rex versus Kira.
So we're talking like Captain Rex, basically season 7 of Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. At peak, Kira's probably.
Yeah, where's she at?
What?
Yeah, where's she at?
I would say that she's probably she's at her height of power, like comics and everything. But I still think that.
I mean, this one's kind of not a question.
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say, I think unless she could sneak up on him, I think Rex has got this.
Oh, yeah. Do we have to figure in prep time? Is this like Batman?
I don't know. I'm just letting it all, I'm just saying. I think that Rex probably has it.
Yeah, Rex probably has this one. There you go. So
he's got it.
Okay, anybody who got Captain Rex here in the submissions,
Yeah.
they get a point.
Yeah.
They get a point. But I mean, that was your gimme.
Yes.
That was your gimme right there.
That
right?
was it.
So Rex shoots her in the face, I think. That's brutal. No way Kira can beat Rex. I mean, yeah, this is kind of, so like I said, some of these are mean.
Well, you never know if he's like, doesn't have his armor on and at least she could get some Terrace Kasai in there. She might be able to subdue him. Maybe.
Actually, I really like this from Deacon. Real quick, if we hit 500, we could do a ground vehicle list too. So we've already hit starships.
Yeah.
Why not?
We'll do ground vehicles too.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
All right.
So if we so right now you've already hit the goal to do starships. If you guys hit 500, we'll do that. And if you guys do 1,000, I really will shave my beard, but I'm not doing it live because I don't want to make a mess. But I'll do it. Maybe I'll have Seth film me doing it if we hit that $1,000 goal. I think she could take him in hand-to-hand combat. Maybe. But I mean, Rex has.
He's pretty tough too.
In my book, experience outranks everything.
I was about to say, like, he's gone hand-to-hand with droids and stuff like that.
Yeah. So okay, moving on.
Thank you, Matt.
Moving
he became a Padawan.
Oh, I did he? I missed it. Matthew Greed, Padawan.
Thank you.
We have a lot of Padawans in here. By the way, I know we mentioned a minute ago. We have new emojis for the members. This one. Hello there.
Hello there.
Can't forget the gonk.
Gonk.
If you think we're being a little too wild, you guys could throw in the Yoda screaming there.
Yep.
And then of course Babu's in here.
Yep.
So there you go.
That's how
and
we do.
I did adjust the member things. So because I never went past 12 months. So like nobody's gonna do that, but you guys are awesome. So we have had people get to 12 months.
Gotcha.
So if we do a 24, you get to be Babu Frick.
Babu Frick's the top one.
Yeah, but that's a while because I mean the show hasn't even been on.
Yeah,
for 2
I got
years,
you.
so.
I got you. Okay. Day one.
Day one. Okay, next up. This is where
$500 till he shaves.
Again, you guys keep oh my gosh, we just got $100 from Amish Ranger.
Thank you
for Alzheimer's. For Alzheimer's.
Yes.
You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We've already almost hit 500.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to have to do ground vehicles. And at this point,
fine.
I'm really scared for my beard. So you guys going to make me do this before celebration? Come on.
Oh.
Come on. I didn't even think about that. We might have to wait till after celebration. I don't know. I don't know that I can look like, a 70s cop going to celebration.
You just got to wear your aviators.
That's it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Can we get a little, what, I can't remember your name.
Don't say it because it's the name of the film. But yeah, from that film. That
yes,
I did,
exactly.
Yeah. You guys remember from one of our other ones.
Yes.
That's right. I'm getting that kiss, says Will. Yes. Oh, by the way, I guess we'll just mention that right now. So after Tier List Madness wraps, which has been so much fun. So we have a bonus week this week. If you guys didn't see, we're going to be doing MCU at the end of the week. But next week we'll have kind of a floating week. Then it's Andor and Celebration, and I will be going to Celebration. Seth is going to be doing some home court stuff.
Yeah. I'm too scared to travel.
Yeah. So
that's really it.
But we're going to have some content out for you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then after Celebration, we're going to have some stuff. Why did I bring this up? Oh, so if you guys are looking for
did you explain what Star Wars Celebration is?
Everybody in this chat.
He said celebration ?
I think because I mentioned it. Nobody, if you don't know, it's the look it up. It's great.
No, stop, be nice. Hey.
This is great.
So, what? Cop Konnor making a comeback.
If you guys
don't call it a comeback.
If you guys have a
celebration,
okay. If you want to know,
yeah, they don't know.
Star Wars Celebration is the big convention. Okay, it's in Japan this year. It's going to be crazy. They're going to be like there's a Mando Grogu panel, Ahsoka season 2, Andor, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Goodness.
So he's going to Japan. I'm staying here.
Yeah, but if you guys have a convention that you want to go to, like, you know what, Japan's too far, it's too expensive. We get you. We got a solution.
Yeah.
ICCC. You can find something in the chat. We have a discount code if you want to use it.
Yes.
All right.
A little closer to home.
It's in the description of this video. It's for ICCC Nashville. Anyway,
yes.
bring it up because
we went last year.
And the turtles are going to be there.
Some of the turtles.
The Ninja Turtles.
Some of them.
I think all of them, but like Donatello. They have announced Donatello. The other three are going to be there.
Well, there you go. And Shredder.
And
April from the second movie.
And Splinter.
And Splinter.
Which I know that's not Star Wars, but that's so cool.
It is really cool.
going to be there.
15 years ago.
It's crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to shout that out because we might be going to that. We've actually gotten a few DMs about conventions that we might be going to.
Yes.
And that's one of them. So that's in Nashville. It's in May. Recommend it. Again,
check it out.
If you want to use, if you want to find, I don't know if R8's found our link, but there's maybe it's in here. I might not have put that in here actually. Might have been my fault. Hold on.
Killing us.
No, I didn't. My bad. R8, actually, it's in, go to our previous tier list in the description of that if you can. It's in the description of that. But anyway, just thought we'd bring that up while it's top of mind. And while there's more people in here, before we get back to the bracket, hashtag BDTS giveaway. We've got giveaways coming up at the end of the stream.
Yep. And you guys have hit all the goals.
Yeah, which is crazy. You guys are nuts.
Absolutely crazy. You guys are being so kind. All right, we need to keep going.
We need to keep going. This stream's going to be 5 hours long.
It is.
Here we go.
5-hour stream.
Qui-Gon versus Count Dooku. This sort of things get nuts.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Yeah. So
come on. Count Dooku all day, every day.
You think so?
Who trained who?
I know, but I'm.
Yeah. Well, here. Okay. Could Count Dooku beat Darth Maul?
Hey, there it is from R8. Thank you. Appreciate it. That is the link if you guys are interested in that. And you could use code DUNEC10 at checkout if you guys want to save a little bit on
check that out because it's a little convention.
Yeah,
small convention. Okay, can Count Dooku beat Darth Maul? No, he can't.
You don't think so?
No, not even close.
You think Darth Maul takes Count Dooku?
Yeah. No, Count Dooku takes Darth Maul.
That's what you just said.
Sorry,
okay,
no,
yeah, okay.
No. Count Dooku beats Darth Maul.
Yeah,
and Darth Maul beat Qui-Gon. It's Dooku.
Hey, shout out to Kate. I'm just going to pull this up. Truth. I think you're right. I think Count Dooku's got to take this.
Yep.
I think Count Dooku's got to take this.
Count Dooku.
Okay, there you go. Round 2. My goodness, that hurts a little bit. I love Qui-Gon so much. But
yeah, I know you do.
Star Wars PEMDAS, basically. That's kind of what we're doing. It's the transitive property of Star Wars because, Count Dooku beats Darth Maul.
Yes.
And therefore, Darth Maul beats Qui-Gon Jinn. Count Dooku.
I got a whole thing about Batman and Batman versus the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
It does that. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
it's sometime. Star Wars PEMDAS.
Yeah.
All right. Yoda versus General Grievous. This one's really fun.
Yeah.
Because I think are we talking Gindi Grievous?
Yeah. I think Yoda still takes him.
Probably.
Yeah. Because if Mace could do it, Yoda could do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because let's be honest. Yoda held his own like Yoda held his own against the Emperor.
Right.
Yeah. The Emperor could easily take Grievous.
Star Wars PEMDAS.
Yep.
There we go.
That's what we gotta do.
Yoda's got it. Yoda's got it.
I'm looking for Yoda.
Okay, now this really started getting fun.
Yeah.
Chrysanthemum versus IG-88.
IG-88.
You think IG-88?
Oh my gosh, yes. Just grabs that Wookiee's throat.
Okay, you're going to have to help me out because...
What?
Are we talking like I know there's a lot of stuff in the comics and like I'm not as well versed.
No, you're fine. Think about IG-11.
Okay.
Yeah, but now let's think something that's even more of a murder machine than that.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a guild thing.
But then Chrysanthemum, I'm trying to ignore
Chrysanthemum wanted a melon.
I tried to ignore Book of Boba Fett.
Well, what do you mean ignore Book of Boba Fett?
Try to ignore
it
naked back to fights. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
See,
I'm kind of with Jack here.
He has a flamethrower on him.
So?
He grabs onto him and he sets him on fire.
Can he get close though? Or I think Chrysanthemum just tanks the hit. And it rips IG-88 apart.
No way.
I mean, he's going to get hurt, but I think he just rips IG-88 apart.
Why doesn't he just shoot him a bunch before even... And IG-8 sees in all directions.
He's got the armor. I think he's a tank.
Who? Chrysanthemum?
Yeah.
IG-8's a tank.
I still think rips him.
I mean, IG-11 didn't really get hurt until like the big gun was shooting it.
Chrysanthemum is a big gun.
Does he really have a big gun?
He is the big gun.
He is the big gun. IG could just explode.
Wookiees always win.
They'll always win. No way. Let the Wookiee win. Don't mess with a cookie.
Oh, here everybody's already throwing the Yodas out here. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This one's hard.
He's also got a vibro knife.
Hard. Yeah, but
he can also do all the crazy. He could spin around and stuff like that. He sees in all directions.
I just think Chrysanthemum tanks the hits to get close enough.
He couldn't even kill Boba Fett when he was like on a slip and slide.
I know.
Yeah.
Fine. I give it to him. Fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give it
Thank you.
Give it to IG88.
Thank you. It's not like he's getting much further.
Man, everybody's going to win this, aren't they? And then we're going to have a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
All right. Jango Fett versus Ahsoka Tano. That's what's next.
So, which Ahsoka is this? This is
peak. So,
when's peak?
That's a good question, I guess.
Yeah, when's peak?
Probably Rebels.
That's peak Ahsoka?
I think so. I think she really gets down on herself after her defeat with Vader.
Yeah.
So I would say it has to be Rebels when she's like soloing. She gets a little too cool in Rebels, or she's like soloing the Inquisitors.
Yeah, well, I mean, her being able to like fight Vader as much as she did, is a little crazy too.
Twilight of the Apprentice, pre-Vader fight Ahsoka. I think that's probably peak. I agree with Will. We probably haven't seen peak Ahsoka yet. That's probably season 2.
I was wondering about, is Ahsoka the white peak Ahsoka?
Yeah, but we don't know her abilities, so we have to, before we really see her.
Yeah,
we see her like when she fights Morgan, but we don't really get to know her.
Yeah,
so I'd say it's like Rebels Ahsoka. That's probably peak Ahsoka.
Yeah,
versus Jango, and Jango's like probably Attack of the Clones, right?
Yeah. He could fight Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
but
he could. Mace beats him, but
Mace is also Mace. Yeah. There's
also a lot going on there.
Yes, and I was going to say he's also been run over by a Reek. At that point,
this isn't even a debate, dudes. Come on. That's a good point.
I was going to say
Kate's
she knows
got
how
a
to
good
handle.
point here.
Yep,
Jango's the Jedi killer. I was just trying to think about that.
Jango's not a. Jango's not your average Mandalorian.
Here's what I'm struggling with. He does hold his own and disarms Obi-Wan. But then again, Ahsoka does.
It's real muddy, though. Jango fights dirty. That's the whole thing. Like, he's on the. I know.
But Kate can fight dirty with Ahsoka.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
So it's hard.
Yeah.
What do you do here? Peak Ahsoka beats Peak Kenobi, too? Will.
I don't know, man.
You're losing that kiss, buddy. It's not. You're losing your chance. What if he has the high ground? Okay.
Well, I mean, again, it's a jump pack. He can't just sit and fly. That also needs to be said. He also doesn't have Beskar.
Yeah, I think Ahsoka still takes it.
I think that she probably does.
I think Ahsoka still takes it.
I mean, here's the difference, I think. When he fought Obi-Wan, the Clone Wars hadn't happened yet. This Ahsoka was basically raised by war.
True.
Even with Mandalorians.
Okay. Fine.
That even though I think that
it's the worst take I've ever heard.
What's the worst take? What did I just say?
One?
Which is the worst take?
Okay, look, I get it. I'm just really trying to take into account Jango's a Jedi killer. Okay,
he's like one of the deadliest bounty hunters. Yes, totally.
I'm just trying to give everybody.
We don't know all of Jango's experiences. I mean, he got picked to be the template.
Yeah, I'm just trying to take everybody into account. That's
true.
It. Ahsoka takes it. I think we decided. That's it. Right.
I hate it.
Where's she at?
It's fine.
I know, because you're a big Jango.
I'm a huge Jango Fett, I guess, apologist.
All right, Ahsoka takes it.
No!
You got to bend it.
You got to bend it.
What do you do?
Bend it a little.
Like the Bendu.
The Bendu. Oh my gosh, $400 left for a shave.
Are we? Did somebody, Bill Rooklyn?
What'd he do?
With the 300, with the 100, excuse me, with the 100, don't shave your beard if it makes you sad, but maybe do a Star Wars facial hair tier list. Hey, that's a good compromise. Hey, I said 1,000. I moved the goalposts. So if y'all hit me 1,000, I'll do it after celebration. Okay. That's it.
This next one's easy.
But thank you. Well, that's crazy. We're already at 585. So now we have to do ground vehicles.
Ground vehicles?
Yeah.
And spaceships are coming. Don't forget this, guys.
Don't forget about this.
Don't forget about this if you're new.
Yeah.
Don't forget about this.
I'm with Trey right here. Just an unlucky first round draw for Jango. I know some of these are mean.
Yeah.
Some of these are mean.
I made it completely random.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
All right. Who do we got next?
Next one is Kanan Jarrus and Han Solo.
This one's kind of mean too.
It is
right?
mean. I mean, Kanan.
Okay. I think we have to take this into account.
What if they're both blind?
Does that matter?
I don't know.
It just handicaps Han. I think we have to take this into account.
Okay.
It's not just like we're pinning this, that they're fighting each other, right?
Yeah.
But what if they're both good people? Like, Kanan's a really good person.
Han's not.
That's what I'm saying. Han would fight dirty a little bit, I think.
He would.
Kanan would be like, oh, you're the general, of the Galactic Civil War.
Yeah.
We have to take in their demeanor into account a little bit, right?
This is true.
Not just, I think him just executing Han would go out of his character.
It would a little bit.
Because Han's not a bad guy. Do we have to take, is this a factor? Guys, is this a factor? Because look, if it's just fight and fight, I mean, does Han Solo have the Falcon?
And does Han shoot first?
There you go.
Does
he sneak up on Kanan while he's meditating?
I was about to say, can he quick draw faster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much of this do we have to take into account?
Is this true?
Huh? No, we're not taking into that account. I do raw power. He's doing raw power.
The Force.
Yeah, but come on, we gotta be fun, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Didn't the Force work through Han too? That's not how the Force works. I don't know, maybe. Peak Han is fresh out of the carbonite and half blind shooting the Sarlacc.
Exactly.
There you go.
Right? Oh, shoot.
I mean, raw power, Kanan has this, but I just think it's fun to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, see, ancient religions are no match for a good blaster, so maybe...
it's true.
Mortis FN punching the air right now. Look, be real with us, guys. Do we have to take in their character into account? Is it just raw power?
I mean, well, we haven't really been doing that because, like, is Yoda going to be like...
this isn't really a factor because it's good guys versus bad guys on each one of these.
Oh, and this is the
first good guy versus good guy.
Gotcha.
So do we have to take that into account?
Yeah.
Man like Pegasus. What we're talking about is like we're doing Kanan Jarrus versus Han Solo, and it's obviously raw power. Just raw power. Okay, everybody's getting annoyed by this.
Kanan didn't leave his wife.
That's true. You girl one. Okay, fine. Got to be just a straight up fight. All right, fine.
Okay.
Then it's Kanan.
It's Kanan Jarrus.
That's Kanan.
Kanan Jarrus.
Trying to make things interesting here, guys. All right. Hey, Will bringing up a great point. Kanan sacrificed himself for his partner. Han walked out on his. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Go back to that. Go back to that heroes tier list.
Yep.
I think even still, I think Kanan would have to be like, all right, I got to fight back.
Yep.
Eventually. There you go. All right.
All right.
Who's next?
It is Darth Maul versus Chewbacca.
This one's mean. This one's so mean.
I think, you smell that? That's burnt hair.
Yeah. This one's not even a question, unfortunately. It's so mean. It's so mean. The randomization really killed this one.
Yep.
All right.
We done, son. We done. Why is it so mean? Okay, because, I mean, like, Chewbacca's going to try.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the first round. Chewbacca's out.
Yep.
All right.
Done.
Yeah, Darth Maul.
We done.
I think this first round is really easy, but it's when we get to round 2, it's like, boy.
Where things get saucy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now we got, this one's cool. Cal Kestis versus Boba Fett. You see it down there in the corner.
Yep.
This one really is a debate because you got to take a peek. This is Survivor Cal.
Yeah.
Who dabbles in the dark side.
Yep.
And then you have Boba Fett, who's like at his peak, bounty hunter.
And like Jedi kills.
Yeah.
He is a Jedi killer.
This isn't him being drunk on a skiff.
No. This isn't, I was going to say, this isn't him having to hang out in the back to tank.
This one's hard.
Yeah.
This one's really hard.
I think Boba Fett.
You haven't played the games, though. There is a great scene where he meets Boba Fett.
How much trouble does what's the guy? What's the villain in the second one?
Oh, Bode Akuna. But he's got the Force.
How much does he really use it though?
A lot.
Does he?
Yeah.
I know he's got a jetpack and a gun.
He starts to get beat, and then he's like, "Nuh, I got the Force too," and then it becomes a whole different ballgame.
I gotcha.
So
no disintegrations.
This is it.
As you wish.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, exactly. What's the chat?
What's chat thinking? Are disintegrations allowed? Yeah. So, okay, you know what? I think we got to give it to Boba, and here's why. Right here. Boba basically sneaks up on Cal in Survivor.
Okay.
That's when you meet him.
Yeah.
I think he gets the drop.
They don't fight though,
he
right?
gets the
they just
bounty.
talk?
No, they just talk, but he gets the bounty for Cal.
Yeah.
He gets the drop on him.
Yeah. Okay.
That would maybe change when we get to
Yeah.
When we get to Jedi 3, maybe Cal's super powerful here. But he's just a Jedi Knight at this point.
Yeah. Well, barely.
Barely.
Yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't have like formal training, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm curious because I know you've played Survivor. Who do you have in this one? Just for fun. Got to hear from our loyal droid. Boba glazing is crazy. Stop it. Come on. I mean, a lot of people,
dude, he's
a Jedi killer.
I was going to say,
all right, it's got Cal.
He's the most renowned bounty hunter in the galaxy.
Yeah, and we're talking peak here.
And I was going to say, too, look at the pedigree that he's from. He is an exact copy of Jango Fett and taught by Jango Fett. Then he's taught by Cad Bane.
Yeah.
He knows how to kill a Jedi.
Kate, only reason I'm not doing audience poll is because this has got to be ours.
Yeah.
Because of all the submissions. Yeah. Because they could sway. That's true, too. I mean, Vader trusts Boba to get the job done.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what? Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think Boba takes this.
Yeah.
I think Boba takes this. I think give Cal a little bit more progression in the games.
Yep.
That could change. All right, hit me.
Okay.
Boba Fett.
All right. Are we going this
side? The biggest Cad Bane hater. Yes. Going to the opposite side. So now.
That's the biggest. And look, I used it. Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Whatever. What?
No, the next one.
No.
Next one, right?
This one up here?
Yeah, we have. Come on, change chambers. There we go. Palpatine versus Rey. Another mean one.
Yeah. And we're talking like.
This is peak.
This is episode 3 Palpatine.
Yeah, so this is not.
Pre-burnt.
This is not Tross Palpatine.
Pre-burnt.
Yeah.
And we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, there's only one right answer here.
Yeah. I think Palpatine beats her.
Palpatine takes it.
I think Palpatine beats
takes
her.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
even when she beats Palpatine, the first, like in Tross, that's with all the Jedi, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even.
Rey because of plot armor. Yeah. Gramps wins. Yeah, I'm there.
I am the Senate.
Palpatine takes it. It's kind of, some of these are mean because I would have liked to see Rey versus some other ones.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah.
Iden Versio versus Bo-Katan. This is another fun one.
This is really interesting.
This is an interesting one.
Yep.
Because sometimes when you have like elite dark wizard, like he's going to carry.
Yeah.
But this one's fun.
Yeah, this is.
Right.
So which.
I agree with Man Like Pegasus. That's fun. That implies a saber duel when she loses that. Yeah, because he's also
I was
got,
going to say,
like,
yes, that if it's brought down to that, I think that he can outduel almost anybody on this board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now everybody here is like, man, Bo-Katan carries this, but you're a big Iden stan.
I am a huge.
So I got to hear.
I am a huge Iden fan, but Iden's not going to be able to shoot through her Beskar.
Okay. So you got Bo.
But
she's crafty though. She's special forces.
She is special forces. And then she's got her little droid. Maybe the droid might be able to make a little bit of a difference, but it's getting through the Beskar and getting through the jetpack.
Yeah.
She probably has the Darksaber too if she's at.
Oh, yeah, she's at peak. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
Bo's probably got to take
She's
this.
nasty.
Isn't Iden just a trooper? Yes, but she's a special forces trooper.
Yes. Iden's bubble shield and the droid. It is true, but I mean, that doesn't last forever. And the droid, again, what about the lightsaber? The lightsaber's going to cut through the shield and it'll cut through the droid.
Darksaber's a deal breaker. I'm with you guys.
Yeah, I'll admit I like Iden way better, but yeah, I think that I think the lightsaber just,
Bo is just basically a Navy SEAL with the Darksaber and a jetpack. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's give that one to Bo-Katan. I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think that's correct.
Bo-Katan.
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 All right. Asajj Ventress versus Luke Skywalker.
Asajj Ventress.
Asajj. My sweet pale flower from Quinlan Voss. Man, Admiral Enigma's not on here.
Yeah.
Man, a lot of our new viewers are like, what?
Yeah, that is true.
Inside joke, guys.
Shoot hand, drop lightsaber. Yeah, but you know.
Okay, easy. Let's get this one over with. Let's have a lively discussion.
My goodness.
All right, what's peak Asajj?
I would have to venture guess when she beat up the Bad Batch.
Is that peak Asajj?
I don't know. Would you say that her fighting Anakin, like at some point during the Clone Wars?
All right, it's fine.
Peak?
Let's do Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Let's do Bad Batch.
Yeah.
I mean, peak Luke. This is the real thing. I mean,
yeah, I know. Peak Luke.
This is as far as we know in the canon timeline. This is Mando season 2.
That's peak Luke?
Probably. I mean,
Not him projecting himself across the galaxy?
I guess. I'm trying to think like saber skills, I guess.
Yeah.
This one is easy. I mean,
Yeah.
Come on. I'm just trying to, we can't just be like, oh, Luke takes it. You got to think about it a little bit. Right. Yeah. This is more to the chat. I
gotcha.
Is this canon only or we're taking Legends into account? Definitely not taking Legends into account. This would get wild.
Luke can like hide planets in Legends.
Yeah. I do think Last Jedi Luke is probably peak Luke in the Force.
Yeah.
But if we're taking in his Force abilities and his lightsaber abilities, it's probably somewhere between 6 and 7.
Gotcha.
Because he's probably out of practice with his saber. Although I do think an underappreciated moment in TLJ is when he kind of fights Rey with the sticks.
And he does the same move.
He does like, I mean, he just carries it. Like, doesn't even try.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Did you ever, by the way, I know this is totally random. We're supposed to be doing this Power Battles bracket. Did you see that weird deleted scene? It's not even in the deleted scenes of that movie. It's like, I don't even know where you have to find it, but he has a line in there that they cut out. It's like, you'll get pulled to the dark side over a pair of pretty eyes. You ever see that?
No.
It feels really out of place.
Really?
It's like when he's fighting Rey, he's like, really, you're going to fall to the dark side over a pair of pretty eyes? Something like that.
No, I haven't seen that. So that's like,
it's weird.
Talk about Kylo?
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, just random. I saw that on somewhere the other day.
Huh.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's like that's not peak Luke. I'm just saying, Hey. Wait, you haven't seen the rest of the bracket. You don't know, Kate. You knocked that off. Okay, she knows us too well, or at least she's maybe. Say Luke, Seth is not as big of a Luke fan as I am. So
yeah.
All right, next one.
Bummer.
Hunter versus Mace Windu. I know. Okay, let's have a little bit of fun here first. Okay. Let's just have.
Hey,
you remember?
This party's over.
But do you remember when Boba Fett as a child almost killed Mace Windu?
This is true. And Hunter.
And that was actually like kind of in the cards. Like they wanted him to do that in Revenge of the Sith.
I will fight him, not kill him.
I think he was supposed to finish him off.
I don't think so.
He was going to take his revenge.
He's like 13.
Yeah, no, that's why it was cut, because it seemed unrealistic.
Yeah.
But Hunter is basically like, he's like a Boba Fett at this time. He's definitely more skilled. He's like on that plane. Like, does he get prep time? He's Batman.
Yeah.
This is Batman versus Superman. Rambo. Right? Does he get prep time against Mace Windu?
He doesn't get prep time.
No?
No.
I mean, I'm just saying, Boba Fett almost kills him. That doesn't mean anything.
I mean, it's cool, but like it was a really thought out plan.
I think Mace Windu against any like Force user, that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
But against that's what's kind of interesting about Hunter is he's like Venom to Spider-Man. Spider-Man can't sense Venom with the Spidey senses.
You don't think that Mace Windu couldn't sense a clone?
Maybe. I'm just trying to have some fun here. Okay, think about it.
Look at that right there. You click that.
Yeah. See.
No, the one under that.
Which one?
That one.
I know. Fine, give it to Mace.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Give it to Mace. Come on. No one thinks it's plausible. Come on. Throw him up there. Get him on there. Put him on the list. Goodness. Talk about mean. This next one's mean. Guys, let's really think about this. Darth Vader versus Captain Phasma. Maybe does her armor deflect lightsabers?
Probably not. It's starship armor, but
it's supposedly from the Nubian. From the Nubian.
It's from the Executor.
But wait, no. Did you hear? There's a fan theory that maybe it's Padme's ship. Does that cripple Vader enough? Does he get too sad to fight her?
I could have sworn it was from the Executor.
Maybe. No. I think it was from. I heard something that it was from the Padme's starship.
No way.
Let's pretend it is. Does that hurt Vader? Does Vader
for like a moment? And then what's she gonna do? Hit him with a stick?
Just maybe Vader gets real sad. Okay, you know how when we talked about droids, how Proxy is able to just for a second,
throw people off,
throw Vader off his game because he appears as Obi-Wan.
Yeah, then she hits him.
No, they just approach. Okay, and Vader's like, you're going down, Phasma. And Phasma's like, but wait, this was your wife's ship. You really gonna cut through your wife's ship? And he's like, man, that's a good point, and it's just enough.
For what?
For her to.
So then she shoots him. Then he comes back. He comes back into it, and then yeah.
This is hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. Okay. Enough playing around. Get him in there. He's there at the top. You see him? There you go.
Cute.
Get him in there. Vader wins. Just tried to.
I've beaten Darth Vader as Phasma in Battlefront 2. It's true.
Talk about an actual really interesting one.
Oh, this next one?
Din Djarin versus Kylo Ren.
Yeah. He held his own against Ahsoka.
Yeah.
I think Ahsoka then would probably beat Kylo Ren.
It would beat Kylo Ren. Yeah.
Yeah. If they fought.
Here's a consideration. It's how long did it take Mando to defeat that one Dark Trooper?
Quite a while.
Quite a while. Luke takes them all out
in seconds.
And Luke trained Kylo. Kylo has to be at least as half as good. A quarter as good. Even if he's a quarter as good as Luke, he takes Din.
Yeah.
It's a mean one too.
Does he have the Darksaber?
Man, I would have really.
Does he have the Darksaber?
Wait, real quick.
He can't wield it.
Yeah, he can't wield it.
So it doesn't matter.
Just for fun, guys, I want to throw this out there. If you guys are having fun during the stream and we get up to this before we do the last one, do you want to do a losers bracket? Because Hunter versus Phasma and Din Djarin and Hunter.
That could be cool.
Those are fun matchups.
Yeah, they are. They are cool.
Just something to think about.
Yeah. Maybe a second one.
I think,
maybe a second bracket. Yeah, that we could do that. Bring it all back.
I think Kylo takes it.
Okay, Kylo takes it.
I think Kylo takes it.
Kylo Ren. This next one's mean.
What's this one? This is mean. Leia versus Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, before we be really mean to Princess Leia.
Yeah.
BDTS giveaway. Don't forget, guys, we are raising money, which you guys are crushing. We are way past our goal. I'm not going to remind you what the incentives are. You can go back if you really want to know. But I mean the $1,000 incentive.
Oh.
Yeah. But otherwise, you guys have hit the other incentives. We have unlocked an extra giveaway. So right now there's two giveaways. We're going to do a starships list and we're going to do a ground vehicle list. So thank you guys so much for that. That's going to be so much fun. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Will, that's a great point.
You weren't thinking about that?
I guess I didn't think about her being a Jedi. Peak her is probably Jedi Leia.
Yeah.
Yeah. My bad.
Is she going to be able to fight Cad Bane? He was able to fight Obi-Wan and Quinlan Vos at the same time.
Yeah, I kind of hate that.
It happened. He's your favorite bounty hunter.
I guess I didn't even think about that, but that is a great point. So does Leia take this? Jedi Leia, does she take?
Can Jedi Leia fight Obi-Wan?
We just don't know. That's the problem. We just don't know a lot about her skills. What's everybody else saying? Got to be Jedi Leia flying through space. How good is Cad Bane is nasty, though. That's what I'm saying. He beat two Jedi at once.
He did.
Ooh, this is hard.
Yeah.
This is the first real, I can't believe I didn't even consider that. Huh.
She's the mirror of Luke. Will
says that. Yeah, but she knocked down. Okay, that's a great point, Trey. She knocked down Luke during their training at peak Luke period.
Yeah.
I know they're only sparring.
Yeah.
My heart's going Leia. Where are you at?
You think that she's more powerful than Quinlan Vos and Obi-Wan during the time of the Clone Wars?
Nobody ever really loses that fight. It kind of just ends.
Yeah, he electrocutes them and runs away.
Yeah.
What would stop him from electrocuting her and then shooting her?
But she is the other half to Luke Skywalker. And at peak, we're really thinking peak here. Let's just assume that she's got to be a little less powerful than Luke just because of the training.
Yeah.
She has had less training, less time.
Yeah.
But even still, peak Luke is peak Luke. Can peak Luke beat Cad Bane? Yeah.
Probably.
Peak Obi-Wan can beat Cad Bane.
Yeah.
So you're going Cad Bane, I'm going Leia. Is this our first stalemate?
No. We can go Leia.
Well, fight me. Come on.
I don't know.
See, I'm with Zealot here as well. I don't think Leia ever gets close to her potential. We're talking potential.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's like she solos Cad Bane, but does Leia ever reach potential?
Yeah. I don't know, because I feel like she trained differently than Luke.
Yeah.
She's not a fighter. But if you need something healed,
You know what? Let's go with the upset. Cad Bane. Give it to Cad Bane. I think that it's...
Okay.
I don't know. What happens as a stalemate? I don't know. We have one veto apiece, and I don't think either of us are using it here because we're too torn. Yeah. I just think that potential Leia beats her. Mm-hmm. Potential Leia. But we can't talk about potential.
Yeah.
It's where does she really end up? There is another dog. Come on. That's potential though. That's potential.
Hey, she could own the losers bracket.
If we didn't see it, it didn't happen. So Bane for sure. That's kind of right. Bone Swiss. We're talking peak, like peak and canon. That's what we're. Oh, this you mean stage, like literal stage?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I assume that they're fighting in that like the clone training thing.
See, I'm with Clayton here. Leia becomes more politician than anything. I think peak potential Leia beats Cad Bane.
Well,
but if we're being real,
yeah.
I can't believe my bracket was broken by not picking Cad Bane. I told you, Will. I even told you that Seth was going to throw out wild cards. Okay, there we go. Next up, what do we got?
Obi-Wan. Hello there.
Versus Kimeir. This is even more offense versus defense.
Yeah. Like this is
he flies through space. Cad Bane's got a jetpack.
He doesn't. He's got rocket boots. Will, you love Cad Bane. I watched a whole video about it.
You know Jedi Leia is like his sauce.
Yeah, but still.
Man, doing this one must have really broke Will's heart.
Yeah.
Okay. Kimeir versus Obi-Wan. Guys, don't let the hate flow through you. Okay, let's really think about this. Kimeir is soloing everybody in the Acolyte.
He does.
He solos everybody.
And he has Beskar.
I have to say, no, he doesn't. He has...
or I'm sorry, not Beskar. He has Cortosis. Yeah.
But we're talking Obi-Wan at his peak. We're talking General Kenobi.
Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan.
Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan. Someone brought in here that he beats Anakin. That's not because Obi-Wan is better than Anakin. It's because Anakin gets too high on the Force. That's directly from the choreographer himself.
Yeah.
It's because he let his pride get in the way.
Yeah.
This one's so hard, man.
Yeah.
This one's really hard.
I want to hear what the chat has to say because this is crazy.
I think Obi-Wan could have adapted to fight Kimeir. Reva versus Obi-Wan. No hate, but Obi-Wan is just too good. He beat Vader. He does, but again,
Vader beat himself.
He can only beat Vader or Anakin both times because Vader he cripples himself from his own pride.
He plays himself.
Both times.
Kimeir's not going to care.
Yeah. The Emperor feared Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan is the Sith killer. It's not just you know what?
How many Jedi did Kimeir kill?
Can Darth Maul beat Kimeir?
No.
You don't think so?
No way.
Dude, that's tough.
No way. How many Jedi does Kimeir kill?
A lot, but all those are like
all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're talking peak Obi-Wan, who has had experience with fighting Sith. All those Jedi didn't have experience fighting Sith. I think we got to give it Obi-Wan. He's beat Darth Maul. He really holds his own against Count Dooku. And he does beat Anakin. I think Obi-Wan's strength is that once he figures out how to Chimeir's deal, he can beat him.
Would he be able to keep... I mean, he can't sense Kimeir through the cortosis.
No.
And Kimeir can mess with his head.
Yeah, I think Obi-Wan has too much resolve for that really to work on him. Because it doesn't really work with Soul that much.
Okay.
But don't get me wrong, Kimeir I think would solo a lot of these guys. But peak Obi-Wan, who has experience fighting Sith in the dark side, I think he probably has it. If he didn't, if Obi-Wan never fights Darth Maul, I don't think he wins. But because Obi-Wan has that, he locks it in.
I mean, he fights Count Dooku a bunch too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I don't think Count Dooku beats Kimeir. So the transitive Star Wars PEMDAS doesn't affect come here.
Interesting.
Kenobi kills Maul twice, right? Yeah. 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 I'm triggered. Why?
Help us.
I'm not caught up.
Yeah.
Padawan. Oh, yeah. See, that's a good point too. Padawan Obi-Wan beats Maul. So like, what are you?
Obi-Wan was just no Padawan. Obi-Wan wasn't just a Padawan.
I know, but I'm saying but peak Obi-Wan's going to be better than Padawan Obi-Wan.
This is true.
What do you think?
Again, it's like immovable or unstoppable force, immovable object. Yeah, it's really tough.
I think Obi-Wan's got to take it.
Okay.
What do you think? I mean, if you really disagree, you can.
No, I mean, like the whole thing is, it's like you're right that like Kimeir takes out a bunch of jobbers at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And they all don't realize what's happening.
Yeah.
He's got like the element of surprise on his side.
And you know what? I think something you do have to consider. Him and Soul's fight kind of ends in a stalemate a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he does get him close. No. I guess Kimeir disarms Soul.
Yeah.
And his Soul's kind of on the level of Qui-Gon, and he really struggles against Soul. He's going to struggle against Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Yep. We have Matthew says $1.99. Obi-Wan is the best in Ceresu. Best offense is what? Yeah. I think that's true. Hey, you don't know, Will. You knock it off. You knock that off. Boy, we're really like Will's get heated in this one.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. It's over, Kimeir.
Yeah.
I have the high ground. All right. There's the first round. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, things are really going to start getting nuts here. So, real quick, before we move on,
I think it's time. I think it's time for one of them.
Do one? All right,
yeah,
we'll do
I think
one.
It's time for one of them.
We'll do one.
We'll do one of them.
One of the giveaways.
We'll do one.
The Adigalia Saber, we're gonna roll a name. And you guys have to be in the chat. And if you're in your name will get called here. The chat bot will let you know.
Yeah.
You got to either send me an email at Beyond the Dune Sea, or sorry, that's Instagram. At Beyond the Dune Sea on Instagram, either send me a DM or send me an email, beyondthedunesea@gmail.com. And I can put that in the chat.
Last chance.
So I'm going to draw it.
If you haven't done this, last chance. Last chance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, picking one of the winners. All right, Albo. Hey. I'm going to allow the entries again. You were in there, Guidro. I saw your name. But if you're afraid you're not entered, just enter it again. But you don't have to do it again because it's already still logged. But if you're afraid, go ahead and do it. Albo, send me a message on Instagram or send me an email. It's once again Beyond the Dune Sea show@gmail.com. And I will, as soon as I get that, then we'll kind of lock you in. I know you're in the chat, so I got a feeling I'm about to get it. But and if you can let me know which one you send it on, so I'm not refreshing both of them like 100 times, that would be greatly appreciated. Yep, but go ahead, guys. Keep putting this in there. If you're afraid you don't have it in there, you only get one per hashtag. So, but go ahead. So I'll be on the lookout for that, Albo. Since you're right here, as soon as you get that sent, let me know which platform you sent it on. And yeah, there we go. Okay. Was that it? Right
if I win, can I trade my prize for Leia and beat Cad Bane? Dang.
Maybe. We'll think about it.
Again, I think we got to come back with the loser bracket.
That'd be fun. That would be fun.
Did you get your email?
I've not gotten it yet. I'll keep an eye on the chat. Again, it might be on Instagram. Man, my phone is just, it's been crazy. All right, I got to get you.
They're 3D printed.
Yes, they are. These are from Wolfgar. They make like movie ready props. That's their business for TV, movies, and stuff. And so these are belt hangers. That's what they are. But I'm glad you pointed that out. Yes, they're not like the electronic ones, but they're still very cool. Okay, let's see. Do I have it? Okay, still don't see it, Albo. So you let me know. I know you're in the chat, so I'm not going to just do another draw quite ready. But don't forget, we because you guys hit the goal, we're going to be giving away Ahsoka Tano's some other point during the stream. These are very, very, very cool as well. And then at the end, of course, whoever wins the Power Battle bracket on the submissions get the Starkiller one here. So, all right, Albo, still waiting for you, but we're going to move on. If I don't get your email,
message you on Instagram. It says it.
Okay, it says that. I do not. Why don't I see it?
You're on Beyond the Dune Sea, right?
At Beyond the Dune Sea. Did you send it to at Beyond the Dune Sea? I do not. I currently do not see. Although Instagram is weird sometimes. Sometimes I can't. Go ahead and send me an email too, Albo, if you don't mind. Sometimes Instagram, it's weird with my message requests. I'll put it here. Beyond the Dune Sea show. Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that. I don't know what Instagram's deal is, but anyway, okay, let's move on to the thing. Shave whole head 2000.
What are we
Get
at?
that out here. We are at 585.
Woo!
You guys are awesome.
Yep,
you guys are crazy.
awesome.
So hit that. Hey, like I said, it's all for a great cause. All for a great cause. I just want a bracket with Neil from Skeleton Crew taking top slot. Hey, it's a good thing Neil's not on this bracket. I'll just say
solos.
Neil solos, everybody.
All right. I think we're going to have to do a loser's
Okay,
bracket.
I just got your message, Albo.
Okay, cool. What's up, Django?
Go ahead, Albo, when you get a second, send me your address, and I'll get this emailed out to you before too long. So, okay. Next one. What do we got?
We're back up to the top.
Back up to the top. And don't forget, guys, we're going to have more giveaways. We have one more with the hashtag. There'll be another random point. So.
Yes, so make sure to do the hashtag. Hashtag.
Okay, next up, we have Captain Rex versus Dooku.
Count Dooku. Well, sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave.
You think so?
No, I think Count Dooku. Yeah.
You think Count Dooku wins this?
Yes.
No way. Rex is like peak 501st. He solos Count Dooku any day of the week.
You can get out of town, Konnor.
Oh, it's a good thing I got my veto.
Yeah, okay, wasted.
Just to really disrupt the bracket.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, it's obvious for this one, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Count Dooku.
Dude, I'm playing with you guys. Come on.
He's a Sith
Come
Lord.
on.
Yeah.
A Sith Lord?
Sith Lord.
But if we're talking drip, Trace, that's true.
What are you
Rex
talking about? One played Dracula.
Rex still solos the drip, my friend. A cape can only bring you so far.
Hold up. James Bond was based off of one of these people.
Dooku reverts Rex back to factory settings.
He does.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Dooku wins.
You smell that? It's a crispy clone.
I'm getting inbound communications from R8. Give me just a second here.
And do I have to entertain for a minute?
Yeah, just a moment.
Okay. Yes, a signature look of superiority. That is true. All right, chat. We need to, I guess it's just you and Seth time. What's good? Hit me with it. Hit me with it. Obi-Wan on Death Stick solos. Okay. Yeah, Seth time. Yeah, that's Seth right. Time. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? This is it. This is your chance. You're with me. Random question. If Count Dooku was considered a Sith Lord, do a Yoda impression. That's all I got. A proper Sith Lord? Yeah, I mean, I would. Yeah,
Darth Tyrannus,
I was good. Darth Tyrannus.
Yeah.
If
IG-88 was operated by Grogu, is that peak IG-88?
Heck no, it's not. That's IG. He's IG-12 at that point, right? So, Seth, my favorite sci-fi show. Would you consider? That's a good question. I really like the Green Lantern animated series. Would you count that? That's pretty sci-fi. I like that a lot. Who would I rather fight? One person sized duck or 100 duck-sized people? Ooh, this would get tough. I think I want to fight the person-sized duck.
Gleb, are you being serious about that, or is that a meme? Because that was Peter O'Toole, not Christopher Lee.
Who? What's up?
The critic from Ratatouille.
Oh, I got you.
Peter O'Toole.
I got you.
Good actor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Back into the show. Apologize for the delay there.
We are here.
Yoda versus IG-88. What is it? Huh? Oh my gosh. Hey, we have Star Wars Sith 66, Toady, the man. Hello,
the myth,
there.
the legend.
Hey, this guy, real quick, just because this guy does such a service to the community. If you guys are interested in Celebration, interested in going, you are going, and you have, watch his videos.
A question, because he's got it.
He has helped me so much with his videos. Yes. And he does it all for free, man. Yeah. It just incredible. Please go support Tony, Star Wars Sith 66. He's
cool
seriously
guy. Cool
worth
guy.
your follow.
Yeah.
I promise you. Okay. So back to it.
Yeah.
IGA versus Yoda.
I think Yoda sets him back to factory settings.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wins that one.
That's it.
IG-88. He can't take chrysanthemum, but not Yoda.
No, I mean, I think that when you start bringing in the Force and then the fact that Yoda's a Jedi Master. Yeah.
Hey guys, quick question. Would you rather fight an alien with cool gadgets or the daughter of the chosen one?
Hey, man, again, you gave me a whole video about how cool Cad Bane is and how he belongs in S tier.
Oh, my gosh.
Just tossing that out there.
That's great.
You were your own undoing.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go, Will. You convinced him back in the villains tier list.
You did it.
Look at that.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yep.
All right. Now, this is really interesting. Ahsoka Tano versus Kanan Jarrus. Peak on both.
She takes him out.
You think so?
Yeah. One was trained by Anakin Skywalker.
As much as Rebels isn't my favorite, Kanan, I do think it's pretty powerful with the Force there at the end.
Yeah.
In his peak period.
Yeah.
Which peak, I'd say right before his sacrifice.
Yeah, but we're fighting here.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I mean, the Force is important, right?
Yeah.
I do think Rebels Ahsoka does beat Kanan.
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting to think, like, if you would take, I think Ahsoka actually in beginning of Ahsoka, like the show.
Yeah.
Can't win because I think she's too down on herself.
Gotcha.
I don't think she could do it.
Yeah, but this isn't that.
No, I know. I'm just throwing some.
Yeah.
I'm just having some fun.
This is peak.
Ahsoka gets it.
Yeah.
Ahsoka takes it. Darth Maul versus. Oh, sorry guys, you can't see it. Oh no, you can. Darth Maul versus Boba Fett. Oh boy. I think this one's obvious here. Thing is Boba's...
hold on. Who wins the fight? Cal Kestis or Darth Maul? Oh, that's right, kids. I'm playing chess.
That's not fair though, because
what's not fair?
That's not a transitive property thing.
What do you mean it's not?
Boba's smart. He's crafty.
What?
Boba's smart, right?
Yeah.
But like two Force users, that's a different. Like you're at least playing the same game.
Yeah.
You know, Boba versus Cal, that's different.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That so Boba versus Maul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think Boba's smarter for sure. Like raw strength, Maul takes it, but like they're not getting in a fist fight. You know what I mean?
They could get in a fist fight.
They could come down to that.
Yeah.
I think Maul's too strong in the Force. What's your thought? Would you give it to Boba?
Boba is a Jedi killer. That's the whole thing. What is peak Maul to you? Does he have robot legs, or is this when he?
Dude, this debate. Gosh, this is gonna go back to peak Maul is Siege of Mandalore Maul. It's robot legs Maul.
Robot legs Maul.
Oh, I forgot about this. Gosh, bringing back ancient memories. Hey, well, I'm thinking about that. Star Wars nerd, thank you so much for becoming a Padawan, and thank you so much for the gifted member.
Thank you.
Guys, this goes back to some ancient BDTS lore right here.
You know what they need? If we could hit, I don't know, what are we at right now?
I think we're $5.95 because Sir Django with the $10. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And don't forget this. Don't forget, you could win some Ahsoka lightsabers.
Boba's not that good. What Jedi has he killed? Yeah, but this goes back. We're not even talking about Boba right now.
Hey, oh my gosh.
BDTS lore here is like Seth hates Maul, and he's real down on robot legs Maul.
Yeah, because he lost part of his body, just like how it severed him from the Force. And he's got to recruit his brother to do all its heavy lifting for him. He loses to Ahsoka in this. In Siege of Mandalore.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not even a chance.
Will, are you just getting Grayson up to speed, or are you clowning on us? Because I'm not sure with this one. I think Maul takes this. Give me your argument.
Again, can Darth Maul beat Cal Kestis? So this is Maul in...
that's not the question.
I want to know. What's peak Maul?
It's robot legs Maul.
So robot legs Maul. So when he's there, is peak Maul crazy Maul? That he's all like, man, I'm seeing the future. That's peak Maul.
No, it's Siege of Mandalore. It's not spider legs Maul. It's robot legs.
Spider legs Maul when he's, can't you see it? Sidious out there. We need to stop it. We need to stop your former master.
That's him.
Yeah, that okay.
Guy.
So he loses to Ahsoka pretty easily.
Not easily. No. And Ahsoka,
she's never in trouble.
Ahsoka's great too.
Like, man, you're gonna have to try harder if Anakin had showed up.
Ahsoka's good though. Like we're not talking about that.
He has the Darksaber allowed. He's allowed to take over Mandalore.
So you're going Boba.
I feel like that he's got a chance, way more of a chance than everyone.
I'm not saying he doesn't have a chance. I just like Maul ultimately beats him.
Apparently, Konnor thinks it's Maul, not Darth Maul. So,
I think that Maul is probably stronger in the Force than Cal Kestis, and I think that gives him the edge to be Boba Fett. And he's also evil. You have the dark side. I think the dark side is going to play a major factor here. I think he just crushes him, man. Like that's what it goes down to.
Okay.
I don't think Cal has that in him to do that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it's difficult to like, hey, can he beat Cal? Well, it's not really the question. Like, if two Force users are going to be a different fight.
Okay.
Well, keep fighting me.
No, I mean, clearly, I mean, the whole, the chat thinks this.
Nah, don't listen to them.
No, I mean, yeah. It's peak Boba Fett.
That's, okay, Will's saying it better than I was trying to say that. Maul doesn't pull punches. Cal would, yes.
Yeah.
And Boba Fett, it's peak Boba. So we're talking Boba like, it's probably Jedi Survivor Boba, which to be honest, we don't know a ton about. I'll give you that.
Again, he's Vader's like right-hand man.
Yeah, you have to take that into account. Like he does hire. Yeah, that's true.
And he clearly could disintegrate him as well.
I think Boba loses.
Give it to Maul. Boba can just own
Are you convinced? Like, use your veto.
But that's okay. Maul's too cocky. Boba's unpredictable. It's true.
I mean, I could be convinced with Boba. You just haven't done so.
Again, Jedi killer. I mean, that's what I'm going to bring up. I'm going to bring up the fact that like he has the pedigree.
But Sith killer.
I mean,
the dark side does play a factor here.
It does. It does.
That's like choking. I'm picturing like if this actually went down.
Yeah.
He crushes the jetpack. You know, and then once Boba does have the jetpack.
How much tougher is Boba Fett than Pre-Vizsla?
That's a good point. They have similar gear. I think probably Boba would be peak. Boba is probably better than Vizsla. Yeah,
because Pre-Vizsla,
but
he had some trouble.
However, Vizsla does have the Darksaber, so he's playing. This is a time where the Darksaber doesn't help because now he's playing with Maul and something Maul's clearly better at.
Yeah.
Whereas Boba is going to have gadgets.
Yep.
And things like that. That's gonna make a difference.
It is true.
And then also, yeah, I mean that's a factor.
Yeah. Something to think about. Just something to think about.
Boba hunted Jedi after Order 66. This is tough. This is tough.
It is.
But I don't think, again, as man like Pegasus is bringing up, I don't think we can bring up the Darksaber. I think that actually detracts.
Yeah.
I'm just with them.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yes, fire at a cable.
And then missiles. Let's not bring that up.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not. What about his knee pad rocket darts?
Yeah.
What about his missile backpack?
I mean, Grayson, at the end of the day, like there was a Mandalorian in Jedi War. So like just on a pure conceptual level, like that definitely could beat a Force user.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
There's no way you're considering this.
I mean, I just hold on. Yeah.
I think that's true. Tommy, that's ultimately where I land and why I go with Maul. I think this is a great point. Boba versus Jedi is different than Boba versus a Sith. I think
but you don't think that Boba Fett learned how to do that too?
When would he have had the opportunity?
I mean in his travels and stuff like that.
I mean, he could read a book, but at the end of the day, like he doesn't have the experience.
He could read it. I guess that like there only are a couple floating out there at the time.
I think that's the key. Jedi killer, but not Sith killer. I think that's ultimately where it comes down to.
Seth, you already took Leia. Don't do this.
I know the Jedi won that war, Grayson. I'm just saying in concept, though.
Yes, it's true.
Like that can win.
Yes.
In concept.
Again, I like the whole thing too is I feel like the people don't like Boba Fett could just like shoot off a bunch of rockets and stuff like that. I guess Maul could maybe, if he knows it's coming, like stop some missiles and stuff like that. But I mean, like,
I do think there's a possibility he could get overwhelmed.
What if he EMPs his legs?
That's something too. That can happen. Yeah. Maul got that dog in him. So
is Boba Fett. You see him with that stick?
Maul could be a bit unpredictable for Boba. That's where the Sith comes in.
Yeah.
Maul killed Qui-Gon. Does Boba kill Qui-Gon? Yeah, I think probably. I think Boba probably takes Qui-Gon.
Maul was able to wear Qui-Gon down
Yeah.
If Qui-Gon could end it fast,
Can't block
I think he could do
whistling
it.
bird Bart. Wow. Can't block whistling bird darts. There you go.
That is true. I don't know. Does Boba have those though?
Maybe. Why not? He can.
He could. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
It really is coming down to what does Boba Fett have in his arsenal.
It's
I do
true.
think if Maul just crushes his jetpack, I think Maul or Boba without the jetpack loses probably.
Yeah.
Because then then it's just Mace Windu charging Jango Fett.
It's true.
Hit me. You're the decider. I'll let you decide.
No,
you're the decider. I'll let you pick. I could be convinced either way with this, and it seems like the chat's kind of torn.
Yeah.
Some people are like, I can't, like, are really hard on Maul, and some are really hard on Boba.
Because my whole thing is that, like, in Legends, Boba Fett held his own against Darth Vader, but there was a caveat to it. Yeah. That's the whole thing.
Hey, also, real quick, I just saw Kenrick, which I believe is Star Wars Nerd, if I'm not mistaken, just gave 10. We're above the $600 mark.
Thank you,
guys. You guys are crushing it for Alzheimer's.
Thank you.
Good cause, good cause. Mm-hmm. Chat is not torn. I talked to them. Boba wins. You're the decider, Seth.
No, I don't want to be the decider.
Pick it. Me personally, I think Maul barely makes it because of the dark side. It's not Tord, it's Maul. See, I love how we have back-to-back. It's not Tord, Boba wins. It's not Tord, it's Maul.
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin? Seth, you got this. You got this. Just
I don't know. Like, 9-year-old me thinks it's Boba Fett. But I'm trying to think, and again, that's what's crazy is you go, it's not the Maul I have in my head. I think peak Maul is like Phantom Menace.
Yeah. Well, okay, fine. If that's peak Maul, do you go off that?
I'm trying to think about that. That I'm like, all right, he's a monster. Could Boba Fett take that? And I'm like, dude, he's fought real monsters. Like he's fought like animals and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like combine that with a Force user. I think the reason Boba's a Jedi killer is because Jedi can be predictable.
But the whole thing is, Maul doesn't really like to use the Force. When you even watch it, they're like he uses it to open that door with the droid head. He wants to fight with his lightsaber.
Yeah,
and Boba's seen a lightsaber before. Maybe not a double-bladed one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where
but he can still use it if he needs to.
He could.
Yeah.
But again, that's kind of where I'm at. Is like.
Yeah, this is a great point from Medi here. I think Maul barely wins, but Boba never seemed really afraid of someone even stronger than Maul, like Vader. Yes.
Yeah.
We're still debating a Sith versus Boba Fett. No, it's peak Boba Fett.
Oh my god.
Maul takes down Star Wars ships. What are we doing? I do think at the end of the day, it's got to be. I think it's Maul. I think it's got to be Maul. We got to move on. So unless you really want to fight this anymore, I think it's got to be Maul.
Okay.
This is going to get real mean.
Yeah, it's going to get crazy.
When we get
All right, let's get over here.
Emperor Palpatine versus Bo-Katan. Listen, hey, this is another Mandalorian versus another Darksider.
Know what this is? This is a lightsaber fight. Because she's the Darksaber.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah. This is pretty much what we just had here.
Can Beskar deflect lightning bolts?
No, she's screwed.
But let's really consider all the cards at play. I mean,
it's basically what we just argued down here.
I know. So now we got to have this debate again. Yeah. I think Bo-Katan solo Sheev. He's out of the game.
She could throw the whole Senate.
She could hold the whole Senate.
Yeah.
No, hear me out.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'm done messing with you guys. Get Palpatine up there.
This one's interesting.
Hey, wait a minute. Here we go. I want a new Black Series figure. Who should I get? You know that new Celebration exclusive Ronin looks really cool, and you know they're going to do a single pack of it. There you go.
And probably in color. I'll probably paint mine black and white.
Yeah. Okay, Luke next.
Luke next.
Yeah, he's saying Luke. Mace Windu versus Luke.
I don't know, man.
But she's a man. Oh, she's a Jedi killer. But she's not a Sith killer, Grayson.
Okay, hold up. So, does Luke have Vapad?
No.
Does Luke have shatter points?
Does Luke have the dark side?
Oh, okay. So he can't. So so he has no so he can't use.
That's Mace only wins if he's fighting like dark side Luke.
What makes you say that? Mace has shatter point.
Yeah, I don't care.
Mace has like that crazy lightsaber fighting style. What do you mean you don't care? What are you talking
Luke
about?
takes this.
What?
Luke takes this, man.
Guys, Seth, hey, look at me. What do you got, Will? Goodness gracious. Good thing I looked up. Seth, stop. All right, this is insane. Oh, my transitive property. Guys. Sun's getting real low. Guys. Oh my gosh. I mean,
Luke takes this, man.
dude, I mean, like, Luke's better. Okay. Yoda, Obi-Wan, Mace.
I think
You're
Mace
putting Luke right up in
Mace
there.
is too arrogant. I think Mace is too arrogant, and
But he's good at fighting.
he is.
He's so good at
But
fighting.
he's really good against Darksiders, against another Jedi, one who's very reserved,
Yeah.
one who's one with the Force, if you will.
Yes. Yeah.
I think Mace is way too arrogant. Yes, he is an excellent saber duelist.
Yeah. The saber duelist,
He is,
really.
yes.
Yeah. Of the Order.
But what did he train for his entire life? To fight a Sith,
A Sith Lord.
not a great Jedi.
Yeah.
I think even Yoda beats Mace Windu. And I think that at the end of the day, like,
But Yoda beats Luke, right?
no.
Huh.
No. I think Luke takes this. Mace is a woodchuck. What does that mean? Seth is on death sticks. I think that every time we record. Is this ranking overall power or a straight duel? It's a duel. Like, we're talking about who wins in a fight. Because, I mean, even if it's raw power, you know. Yeah, other Seth in there. It's hashtag BTS giveaway. Don't forget. Which we have. Hey, I see, by the way, from Albo, threw in another 10. Beyond the Dune Sea is S tier, Albo says. Oh, you're
Thank you.
S tier, Albo.
Thank you. I just think it's crazy that, like, yeah, thanks, Quinlan. Honestly, 50-50. It's the toughest one on here.
Well, give me an actual argument.
It's because, like, so in the Wizards of the Coast game,
Oh, Lord.
what? Stop it! I mean, because that's what this is. Mace Windu, like, this is like, because you're like, oh my gosh, Mace Windu's so good in that game.
Seth, give me an argument. The Wizards of the Coast game, which is Star Wars.
It is this. Just use dice, but like, gosh darn it, man.
So who wins in a dice fight?
Yeah, Seth, I just tried to leave you a very strong worded voicemail. Yeah, guess what? That inbox isn't set up. I guess you could send me something on Twitter.
This isn't just stats. That's what I'm saying. It's not just stats. It's who. Again, you put Mace versus Palpatine. I think he does win that fight. Like, actually, because he does. Like, I don't think
I don't know,
Palpatine
dude.
does a fight.
Palpatine's totally playing.
But
Yeah, we'll get into this.
Conversation for another
Yeah, we'll
day.
get into that.
Conversation for another
We'll get
day.
into that.
But Luke versus Windu, I think he wins that. I don't think Windu is capable of fighting another Jedi of Luke's caliber.
Who'd he train his whole life against? Other Jedi.
But how did they were training to fight Sith? It's to the point where he learns a whole thing about how to deflect dark side energy.
Yeah.
That's his strength.
It's true.
Luke isn't going to use that.
No, he's probably not.
I think
Unless...
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
So you got your veto there. If you think Mace really's got it,
I just think it's crazy. I feel like that...
use your veto. Really up into this. Just really search your heart. At the end of the day, is Mace Windu have the skill
we just
set?
don't know enough about Luke at his peak. That's my whole thing. What?
We know enough.
What?
First, okay.
Swinging sticks around and projecting himself across the galaxy.
That's pretty powerful. You ever see Mace Windu do something like
Mace Windu's
that?
going to shred those droids too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Cut through them like butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Did you, I mean, I know they're not canon anymore, but like think about like Gindi Mace.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But I don't think he can handle Luke like that. He's fighting droids.
I know, but I'm just saying that like.
Fine. Let's boil this down to a stat war then.
Okay.
Luke takes it. He's the way more powerful in the Force. He probably is just up there with the saber dueling at his peak. Because he's also going to fight a lot differently than all the Jedi at Mace's time.
My whole thing too is the shatter points. Is like Mace can pinpoint where your issues are.
I think
he can exploit them.
I think Luke's mind is too resolved.
No, it's not. Dude, no, it's.
I know.
It's like
I get
a scan. There's no like. He's not getting in your head. He's just looking at your body.
I get it, but I think that he could still. I don't think that touches Luke. What's his weaknesses? What is he gonna do? Oh, you lost an arm. I'm gonna cut it off again.
I mean, we don't know what kind of damage Luke took, but I was gonna say the shatter points, man. It's insane.
There's a good point, man. Like Pegasus.
What do you say?
So, okay, Buckeye here. I think that you and Man Like Pegasus are kind of on the same page, right? It's like Luke wins both fights by not fighting, but one of them is through his sheer power in the Force. I think that overtakes Mace. Here's Kate calling me out. Hold on. Give Luke too much credit. What? You got Mace beating him? I don't know. Could Anakin beat Mace? Yes, then Luke can. Man, can peak Luke beat peak Anakin though? I don't know.
I think peak Anakin takes peak Luke.
I think so too.
Yes. Okay.
Don't let the chat convince you.
Dude, this is insane. This next one.
Are we actually, is this it?
Yeah. I mean, I can't.
No, ignore the chat.
No.
That can't convince you.
No, well, I can't either because I tried to make an argument. You're like, Seth, this isn't the Wizard of the Coast game. It's not that. So I guess I'm out.
Do you feel...
Night Owl knows what's up.
Do you feel strongly enough about this? Mace, Luke.
Yeah.
I think there's a strong argument for Mace that he has better saber skills.
Yeah, that's my whole thing.
But I think Man Like Pegasus makes a great point. If it comes down to it, Luke can just bust out the Force. And he's more powerful than Mace in the Force by a country mile.
But is Luke like Kanan? Is he gonna pull that trigger?
If it came down to it,
is he gonna pull the trigger? Also, for bringing up shatter points and legends, Luke's tossing deities into black holes. That is true, I guess.
Stop the count.
Yeah. Mom, pick me up. Fine. Okay. Let's just move on to the next one.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
There you go. There it was. Look, I think that there is an argument. The last thing I'll say, that Mace could beat Luke. Sure. I just think it does kind of come down to a stat war.
Yeah.
And Luke's got more stats.
This is how friendships end.
This is us every week. Yeah.
This is behind the Dune Sea.
Yeah. We've never seen Prime Luke. We have that. We get a glimpse. We get enough of a glimpse. Yeah. All right. Kylo Ren versus Darth Vader. Thank you. I was like, you said it's interesting. And it's like, what are you talking about?
It is. Because I mean, it's like a hero moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing we know, I'm not going to move it, but just for
no, the other thing though, too, is because I want to know what's going to happen in this comic book. That, I mean, he's got to get the power buff.
Yeah.
He's going to get a power buff.
Yeah.
Because we don't see it, but he's supposedly really strong in Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
So,
totally. Right.
What?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious.
Just for fun, do you think this would factor into this fight? That's his grandson. Do you think Darth Vader would be like, because that does, I think that affects him in Return of the Jedi. I know that the official novelization says that Vader was legitimately trying to beat Luke.
Yeah.
And Luke legitimately beats him. And I don't really deny that, but that has to throw him off his game a little bit, right?
Yeah. But my whole thing is, would Kylo want to kill him?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I just, like I said, I know it's obviously this, but I just thought that's a fun thing to consider.
It is.
Yeah, that's probably true, Will. Yeah. So I'm not arguing with it. I'm just, just think it's an interesting thing to consider. Cad Bane versus Obi-Wan Kenobi. Before we get heated about this one, because I know Will's going to lose his mind in the chat. Don't forget, BTTS giveaway. We got these, the Ahsoka the White's lightsabers. Or rather her Rebels.
I thought that was Rebels.
Yeah, Rebels. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So there you go. And don't forget, we're raising money for a good cause.
Yes.
The link to donate is pinned for the Alzheimer's Association. We're up to 15. We've hit all of our incentives but one, but I'm not telling you what the last incentive is. That's for 1,000, by the way, because I know the chat's going to let you know.
How many people do we have in the chat?
We do have 125 of you guys in here.
Wow,
you guys are crazy.
This is cool.
Hopefully you guys are having fun yelling at us. Or us yelling at each other.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
Obi-Wan versus Cad Bane.
Obi-Wan versus Cad Bane.
Give me your argument, Seth. Okay, thank you. I was like, I thought you were going to bring up like, what? But Cad Bane fights him and Quinlan Voss.
I mean, he does, but guess what? Then all of a sudden he rolls up on high ground Obi-Wan. And he stops him. Yeah, I was going to say,
Obi-Wan.
He rolls up on Mustafar.
Peak Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan's had a real bad day.
Yeah.
He just chops Cad Bane's head off.
Obi-Wan versus Boba Fett.
Which Obi-Wan? Peak Obi-Wan versus Peak Boba Fett?
Yeah.
I think Obi-Wan still got it.
Okay, good. Just making sure. Just make we're honest.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you stop that, Night Owl. Don't remind anybody about that. We do not need to hit $1,000 for Alzheimer's Association. We should. $9.99. That'd be great. Let's hit that. That's our goal. No, for real. If you guys hit it, that'd be really awesome. And I'll do it after celebration. Can't believe you guys are going to make me get rid of my beard. Okay, last one. Or not last one.
No, we're back over here.
Next round. That's
next round.
Count Dooku versus Yoda. This is really hard.
Why?
This ends in a stalemate in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, but I think Yoda ultimately has it.
Do you think so?
I mean, Yoda at peak would be Yoda versus the Emperor.
Do we go with the established...
Could the Emperor beat Count Dooku?
Yeah. But do we go with the established fact that... Do we trust Count Dooku when he says that their skills in the Force are matched? Jedi Knight Ryan, Yoda was Dooku's Jedi Master. Don't forget that. Yeah, Yoda with more time and peak would beat his apprentice. I still think Yoda, probably. Yeah. I think you're right.
I think Yoda.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah.
Yoda's pretty powerful.
Yes.
So I think he ultimately beats Dooku.
Hey.
I think it's because Dooku's strength is really in his saber combat. Yes, he has strength in the Force a lot, but he's not going to match Yoda in his Force abilities.
I think too that like the surprise lightning is a big deal because I don't think that a lot of people think he's going to be, throwing that. And he usually opens with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Yoda catches that.
Yeah, but the others don't.
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan, I guess, he opens with Anakin, then Obi-Wan knows to block it.
Right.
Yeah.
Ahsoka Tano versus Darth Maul.
Hey, we've seen this.
We've already had this.
We've had this. It's literally happened.
Yeah, so we know.
And apparently S-tier Clone Wars.
What was that? Is that how I sound? Cough, Siege of Mandalore next. Man, Will's sweating over there. He's like, gosh.
He's mad.
Yeah, like I'm never talking to you guys again. Obviously. I mean, we've already had this. We've already had peak Ahsoka versus peak Maul.
Yep.
So Star Wars answered this question. We don't even get a fight about it.
George and Dave answered this question.
They did.
Yeah.
Ooh. I actually think this is hard.
This is the hardest on the board.
This is probably the hardest.
Yep.
Palpatine versus Luke. Who wins, Konnor versus Seth? I don't know.
A what? In a what exactly?
Where's my... See, this is the thing. I have a lightsaber. Seth always has a DL-44.
And I got my wits.
You got your wits. This is really hard, guys. Emperor Palpatine versus Luke. Because how does Luke beat the Emperor? He doesn't.
He doesn't. I think Palpatine's got him, especially episode 3 Palpatine. No Vader to help.
So we've established, we've established that Luke beats Windu.
Yeah.
So now I still say Windu, but Windu only wins because of Vavad, even if we go with that. I know you're saying that doesn't happen in 3. So we can't really take that into account.
Yeah.
Peak Luke, though. Can he take peak Palpatine?
Palpatine's trained his entire, think about that.
He knows, that's right.
He knows everything.
But Luke is a different breed of Jedi, too.
Yeah, but Luke has to fight him. It's not like this is a different situation.
Can we make assumptions? Can we make any assumptions?
Sure, what's your assumption?
Well, Luke's got the Jedi text. He's learned from, he's faced Palpatine and Vader. He knows that that's what they do.
He hasn't faced him in here, has he?
But we're not talking, this is peak.
Okay.
This is 3 versus Mando.
Gotcha. But here's Luke has fought an old man and didn't even do anything to the old man. What?
Are you talking about Vader?
No, he fought Palpatine was old, real old. All he was doing was shooting lightning.
I'm not talking about that.
This is young. You're talking about the text and you're talking about
I'm talking
the
about
fight.
peak.
Peak, yeah, exactly.
So he's obviously in those time when he's learned. I mean, I'm just being real.
Yeah,
here.
no, okay.
He's learned a lot.
Yeah.
He's definitely fought those guys before. So he's like, man, if one ever pops up again, the Sith
fought his dad.
And he knows what the Emperor is capable of.
He knows he can shoot lightning. He doesn't even know he has a lightsaber.
Okay, but he's definitely learned a bit after that. You don't think Luke, after that fight, was like, I should probably learn a little bit more about this guy?
Yeah, but like he's not anticipating the Emperor doing a 680 at him.
I'm just saying, I think that unlike other Jedi during the Republic era, Luke is probably a lot more equipped to deal with something like this during his peak.
Yeah.
Again, if we're talking force potential here, Luke's probably got it. But like, actual fight,
dude, again, who's stronger? Do you think Luke or Yoda? Because like,
Luke.
Emperor humbles Yoda.
Luke's stronger than Yoda.
Okay, but is Luke's candle brighter than Yoda's?
Yes. Again, even with Yoda versus Palpatine, Yoda didn't know how to fight something like that.
Would Luke know?
That's the hubris of the Jedi. I think yes, because he fights Palpatine and he fights Vader, so definitely he's going to be like,
he's got an idea.
If I ever have to face this threat again, I need to be prepared. I mean, he goes after the Jedi text, all this stuff. So I don't even think this is that much of a stretch to say he would definitely learn if a Palpatine ever appears again. Yeah, I need to know how to fight him.
Yeah, but I'm saying that like Palpatine, we know that he was like going after artifacts and he had holocrons and he knew everything. He literally is all the Sith.
So, okay, we're really talking peak Sith knowledge versus peak Jedi knowledge.
Ultimate offense versus ultimate defense.
Yeah, I know. This is crazy, right?
It is.
But I don't think we could just throw away Luke as a contender because he, gets beat by him in Jedi.
Yeah.
We're talking peak here. So I think this is huge. What do you guys say? Palp wins against several Jedi in one. Again, Luke's not every Jedi, though. Luke barely goes against any Sith. I know, but this is, guys, we have to really consider Luke at his peak. Anakin beat him, not Luke.
That's a good point.
Yes, but again, this is like, that's not even Anakin at his peak.
The only time Palpatine loses is when he gets ganged up on.
No. Palps is a better saber duelist than Luke. Maybe.
I think so.
Do you think Luke's force abilities would trump Palps? This is kind of where we have to get down, right? Is Rise of Skywalker peak Palpatine? No. Revenge of the Sith. Siege of Mandalore Palps seriously overwhelms peak Luke.
That's a good point.
I just don't know, guys.
He can fight Maul.
Peak Luke. Konnor bases Luke's power on his vibes. Nothing else in canon. No, I'm not. Come on.
Ooh, Luke feared Snoke.
Did he?
I don't know. Someone just threw that out there.
Maybe feared in the way that's like, he had to be ready.
Yeah.
Luke beats Gramps. Thanks for the donation. $10. Wonder who that was from. And Bucky I Steve with the $25. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not basing my thing here just from vibes. I really think that if you take him at his peak, he has the knowledge. He has saber skills that would definitely rival Palps. I do think Palpatine probably has better saber skills at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But on just a one-on-one, his force abilities, I think, are going to be on par. He force projects himself across the galaxy. That's big.
How did the message get projected across the galaxy? Didn't Palpatine do that?
Yeah,
and I saw it in Fortnite.
Through Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly. I saw it in Fortnite. Palpatine did that too. Or do you think Luke learned it? Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Father, help me.
That's not peak Luke, Armani. Get out of here.
Father, please.
It's not peak Luke. Stop it. Guys, I'm going to have a hernia. I do think there's something to the fact that the only thing that beats Palpatine at the end of the day
is love. And there's no way to give
love. And when you're talking about a one-on-one battle,
there is no love.
Do it. Will's going to lose his mind. He's up here.
Oh.
Do it. Fine. I think you guys are right. No Fortnite power scaling. That's probably right. If you're talking one-on-one battle.
Yeah. That's the whole thing.
They're in the Coliseum.
Again, Palpatine loses when he could get ganged up on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Guys, don't forget BDS.
Because what we're talking about here is that, they meet in the Coliseum.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fight.
Yeah.
It's a fight.
This next one's real bad.
This is stupid.
This is bad.
This is so stupid.
Well, okay. Now wait.
Yeah, I know. What's peak Darth Vader to you?
No, hold on. The chat brought up earlier, we can't take in full character here. Remember they brought this up.
What?
Because when I was bringing up Kanan versus Han Solo, I was trying to create a scenario here.
Yeah, exactly.
They said we can't do that.
Okay.
That we're just talking about raw power versus raw power.
So what has more raw power? The chosen one?
Vader.
But
we're not talking about potential. This is an important difference.
You've been talking potential all day long.
No, I haven't. I'm talking
Luke at full potential.
No, I said Luke at peak.
Peak. Exactly. Peak.
I'm still talking peak.
You were talking Leia at full potential too.
No, I was talking her peak, which is Jedi Leia. Which is why we ended up on Cat Bane, because ultimately she doesn't have any training.
You think Empire Strikes Back is peak? No, dude. I'm thinking Revenge of the Sith is peak Darth Vader.
Yeah.
He's got all of his limbs.
No, I don't know. I don't know that I agree with that.
What?
I think
Project Nightfall.
Going with peak here versus potential. Nightfall Vader is potential the strongest of Vader.
Darth Vader will become more powerful than either of us.
But I think he does become stronger ultimately by like Empire.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, perfect example. Let me bring this up.
Okay.
When you get up to A New Hope.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't let his emotions really get the better of him versus Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Right. That's why he's finally able to like have the edge. Yeah. I get that like the saber fight is aged, and like I'm just talking about lore here.
Yeah.
I still think Vader has this either way, even if you're talking peak or not, because if we're talking about just,
I mean, Vader beats the old
raw
man
power
too.
versus raw power at a Coliseum.
Yeah.
Like if the chat is the one who did this, right? Like the chat's the one who said that. Actually, yeah. I would personally disagree with you that it's at peak. No, not this. That the peak Vader is probably around Empire, New Hope, something around there.
Okay.
I think that Vader.
Revenge of the Sith, because we don't bring up their character flaws and like high grounds.
Yeah. No, even then, I think Vader wins either way.
Yeah. It was because of the situation.
Yeah, that he lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. What does everybody say? That's wrong. Vader's still the chosen one. Vader smokes Obi-Wan. Okay, William, because I know everybody else is thinking this here. He literally lost Obi-Wan twice. Yes, because of specific circumstances. And you guys told us earlier we can't do that. We're talking raw power versus raw power. So in this situation, Vader's emotions don't get the better of him.
Yeah.
So it's like the General Kenobi versus Fallen Order Vader, basically.
Yeah.
And Vader has that.
Yeah.
Vader wins. Yep. Which is just before New Hope. Kenobi shows a canon. You stop it. It's the best show. Best one. A tier.
Konnor's show don't exist.
I just want to see what everybody else says. That's Rogue One Vader is arguably peak. Yeah, I mean, that's around that time too, right? I have not been talking potential. I've been talking about peak, y'all. Come on. Okay. Obi-Wan beats Vader. No, I disagree. No peak Vader. Isn't this Legends? I'm surrounded by fear and dead men.
No, that's canon.
Is that canon?
It is canon.
Okay.
Yeah. That's in Vader Down.
Will, are you still having an aneurysm over there, or do you agree with this one? I got to know. Raw power wins, even though I hate to say it. Yeah. The only reason Obi-Wan beats him is because of the two specific situations, and we agreed that that's off the table here.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's talking about the Kenobi show now, so we have to move on.
Gotcha.
Oh,
hey, Final Four.
I
think it's time for.
You want to do the next giveaway?
I think it's time for another giveaway.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do the next giveaway, guys. So go ahead and throw this in.
This in. This is your chance to win some. Throw them up. Get them up there. Some Ahsoka Tano lightsabers.
Yeah, right here.
Yep, there you go. This is your chance to win.
Tommy, I disagree with that personally.
Throw it in there. Throw it in the chat.
Locked in.
Throw it into the chat if you haven't. This is your chance to win some Ahsoka lightsabers. There we go. And again, Medi. There we go.
Medi, I see your comment there. And yes, that is true.
There we go.
What we agreed at the beginning of the list, we can't take in like specific scenarios. It's just them at their power level.
In a Coliseum fighting each other.
With no, like, you take the situation out of it.
Yep.
Because I mean, yeah, they're sure that if you take that into it, I think Obi-Wan probably beats Vader again, but raw power versus raw power at their peak.
There it is.
Dunzo.
Yep.
Stop it, Night Owl. I see that comment. Hey, 154 of you guys in the chat. You guys are going crazy.
We appreciate you.
So, because there's a few more people in here, I'll wait. You can keep going.
Yep, you can keep it going.
This is what you're winning.
Throw them up. Show them off.
And don't forget, donations are not necessary, but Alzheimer's Association.
Yes.
I got to fight due to the fates for fate superiority. Hey, Kate, come on. Are you with me at least on this one with Obi-Wan versus Vader? goatee at 9:50.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
No, I look terrible with a goatee. I've tried.
Oh, okay.
It's not my.
Gotcha.
No, she doesn't agree. What's my favorite sci-fi show? I don't know. It's good. Andor. Probably. All right.
Okay.
We're doing
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Noble Reflex. Speak up in the chat. I'm hitting the entries again, just in case something happens. I don't think we're doing any more hashtag giveaways. The last one will be for whoever wins the bracket.
Yep. Noble Reflex, where you at?
Non-Star Wars. I'm actually, I don't know. It's a good question. List something for me.
I am here. Okay.
Noble Reflex. Beyond the Dune Sea show at gmail.com or at Beyond the Dune Sea on Instagram.
Send us a message.
I gotta see that message. I got to see that message before we could fully lock it in. So I'll wait on that, and then we'll move on to the final four. Final four. But congrats to Noble Reflex for the Ahsoka Tano lightsabers. These are sick.
They are cool.
I like the D-ring a lot.
I am no Jedi.
And they're like, the nice thing, the one thing I like about these versus like an electronic saber.
Yeah.
I think they're the right size.
Yeah.
They don't have to deal with the electronics, right? So you can, it's pretty fun. So hear me out on Ahsoka. I don't want to hear you out. What does that mean? Who wins, Luke versus Obi-Wan? Luke.
Could Luke do it? Could Luke hurt Ben?
No.
Obi-Wan's ultimate defense, man.
Yeah, that's true. Noble Reflex, let me know when you send that message so we can get down to the final four. She beats Yoda? I don't know about that.
Floaty written Ahsoka or canon Ahsoka.
You're still mad at me for ranking that in S tier? Dude, that is an S tier fight.
What is?
Ray Park came back.
Yeah, it's sick.
That's crazy.
It's sick.
Message sent. Okay, I'm going to assume that's on Instagram. Let me look. All right, I see you. You're locked in.
Let's do it.
Locked in.
Final four. Still a chance to.
Well, I'm thinking about it. Noble Reflex. Well, just sometimes send me your address so I can get this all sent out to you. Okay.
This is it. Final four.
Yoda versus Ahsoka. Oh, this is why you brought. I'm an idiot. I was like, why are we bringing that up?
Yeah.
Yoda has this.
Yeah, Yoda does have this. I think this is easy.
Yeah. He's way stronger in the Force. He's a way better saber duelist. And there's like, you can't even bring in the connection here.
Yeah.
Is this what it's going to come down to?
It's exactly what it's going to come down to. Oh, no. Yeah, because over on the other side, we have Palpatine versus Darth Vader. Who wins that?
Peak versus peak.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about here.
We are.
Peak Ahsoka is tube top Ahsoka. Palp beats Vader.
Yep. So this is how Liberty dies.
I actually don't know about that.
Well, you've already said Peak Vader is a New Hope Vader. All Palpatine.
No, around there. Like Fallen Order,
so
probably.
Palpatine just needs to electrocute him. And it's over.
I think that's a little overblown, personally. I think if Vader really was motivated at his peak, for fun, let's go off of here.
What kills Vader?
Wait.
No, what kills Vader?
Him losing the will to live, Seth, because he turned to the light. He didn't have the dark side to fuel him anymore.
He also got electrocuted.
Dude, but we know from like the comics, he's lost his supports before.
Yeah, and
it's not sheer hate.
It's not very long. He is only able to kill that guy because he's right next to him.
But I'm saying he can still survive.
It is possible. Like Palpatine's dancing around him like he's Apollo Creed.
Okay, well, let's have fun then. Your peak Vader.
My peak Vader?
Yeah, which is Nightfall Vader. Does he who wins?
No, because Palpatine even says Darth Vader will become more powerful than either of us. So like Palpatine knows he's still got it.
This is hard then. Who do we go with? Is it just the suit that makes Vader lose?
No, it is his hatred and stuff like that, but it's also
is it just the suit that makes him lose to Palpatine?
I mean, it definitely doesn't help. He can't move as fast.
Yeah, 100% full potential Vader could beat Palps. 100%. But we're not talking about potential. We're talking about what's their peak in canon.
So what is his peak? Where's he at?
This is hard because I don't...
Because you've said like Rogue One, Episode 4.
Somewhere around there.
Around there.
Fallen Order.
We're talking Episode 3 Palpatine.
I just think like once you start taking emotion out...
We got something.
from $10 Canadian here from LA. Love the show. You guys are electric. Thank you. Also love when you talk about other stuff like Pirates of the Caribbean and AC. I'll appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
Ever considering ranking things like Harry Potter, Middle Earth, DC?
Well, I didn't know if you saw what's happening Friday next week.
This week.
Or this week, yes. Friday, we're doing the MCU.
Yeah.
So we are branching out a little bit.
Yeah. We have stuff. We have stuff in the pocket.
Yes.
We have done Middle Earth too, by the way.
Yes, we are not done with Middle Earth.
Go back if you haven't watched those. We did those back in the fall.
Yep.
But thank you for the 10. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So this is where I might be cheating a little bit because I think that even though I would say that's ultimately peak Vader,
Yeah.
it's like I do think, is it weird that a non-peak Vader could beat Palpatine, but a peak Vader can't? Does that make sense?
No, but like even what's your non-peak Vader? You think that
Nightfall.
But I think Palpatine could beat him still.
You think Palpatine
He
beats
tells
Nightfall
Yoda
Vader?
that, and he wouldn't just say that.
Okay, you're losing me a little bit here because Palpatine said that
Darth Vader will become more powerful than either of us, and that's Nightfall Vader that he's talking
that's
about.
what I'm saying. So Nightfall Vader can beat Palpatine. That's what you're saying.
Will become.
So you don't think he can at that moment?
No, Palpatine wouldn't have said it if he didn't mean it.
So your argument is that Palpatine is speaking like purely like not now, but he will.
Yeah, eventually he'll become more powerful than either of us.
Okay.
Yeah, he will become.
Okay.
Will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think ultimately Palpatine says a lot of stuff.
He does.
So yeah, that's true. We can't really take that into account.
Yeah.
Do you think Nightfall Vader can beat Palpatine?
Okay. Would Nightfall Vader be able to beat Yoda?
We might find out. Let's wait a minute.
I think Palpatine takes him.
You think he still beats Nightfall?
I think he takes all.
If Anakin walks in that room instead of Mace Windu, does Anakin beat Palpatine?
At that point, no way.
At that point?
No way.
That starts with a saber duel. I think Anakin is a better saber duelist. Because I think Anakin.
Then Mace Windu?
Yes. But Palpatine as well. But yes. Another conversation, clearly, for another day. But he's definitely a better saber duelist than Palpatine. You don't think so?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is really, that's a good point. When Socrates invented the Socratic method, this is what he envisioned. That's what we're going to do. This is the worst timeline. Well, give me an argument, Will. Help me out.
Yeah, come on, Will. Bring it up.
Albo, thank you so much for the $4.99. If Vader beat Obi-Wan and Mustafar, how long do you think it takes Vader to overthrow Palpatine? I think he wins that too, right after. Like, if in the Revenge of the Sith video game timeline.
Mythic, thanks.
What did Mythic say?
He said he's never seen Seth be right before. Wow.
So let's really take it at this. If he, right before Anakin goes to blows, actually, let's do this. A portal opens up, a Doctor Strange portal opens up right before Anakin jumps over Obi-Wan and loses his legs. That's probably peak power at the dark side anywhere. Like if we're going off pre-suit Vader.
Okay.
He goes to the portal to fight Palpatine. What happens? Who walks out of that room?
What is peak Palpatine to you?
Probably where you're saying. Yeah.
Okay, right. Where he's been injured, his true face is being shown.
Yeah, it's probably yeah. Or like right before Mace walks into the room. Either way.
I honestly think that
what about what Anakin says? I am stronger than the Emperor. I can overthrow him.
I'm stronger than the Chancellor. I could overthrow him.
Yeah.
I think he's just grasping at straws for his wife.
Palpatine's just grasping at straws. Because in the Revenge of the Sith video game's alternate ending.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He just straight up stabs Palpatine.
He does.
No fight.
He does. He does straight up stab him. But I mean, he also...
This is ridiculous. This is so hard. I'll be honest, I really don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
And I think that Palpatine's got the contingencies on everybody. That's the whole thing. That's also what I'm going off of.
I don't think at that point. I think Palpatine was really gambling during the Nightfall period.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's in the suit, I'm with you.
I think he can't beat him when he's in the suit.
But talking at that point in Revenge of the Sith.
But that's the whole thing. We've changed the character then. Haven't we then? Because you said peak.
We're cheating a little bit, but it's because we're in a weird spot here where peak Vader has a weakness to this particular character.
Well, I mean, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, right?
You've never used your veto.
I have not. Wait, can you veto my veto?
No.
What's the point?
No, that's not fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So veto me.
Why? I mean, like, I think that I haven't convinced you yet.
No, I think it could go either way. So use it. Lock it in. I mean, there's no more places to use it.
This is true.
Lock it in.
I mean, couldn't I do it on the championship?
No.
Gotcha.
Because if you don't use it, I'm going to use it.
You're going to use it.
So you better beat me to it.
Why are you cold warring me? That's weird. That's really weird. That's really, really weird. I think Palpatine's a better duelist than Dooku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think Palpatine is a worse duelist than Anakin Skywalker at his peak. And then if he's he fought
Savage Opress and Maul at the same time.
That's not Anakin Skywalker. Anakin did do that too.
You really think that he could beat him? Like, honestly?
Yeah.
Then why don't you shoot me?
You gonna make me do it?
Isn't that what I do? I make you do things.
At Nightfall Vader, I think he's fought somebody who could shoot lightning. That he's not going to be particularly susceptible to it.
Yeah.
He's also going to be really strong in the dark side. Not as strong as Palpatine, obviously, but his saber skills are going to outmatch him. Can Anakin beat Yoda?
I don't know. That's a weird one. And it's not Anakin, it's Darth Vader.
That's what I'm saying. Like that Nightfall at Vader, can he beat Yoda?
I don't think so.
Really?
Do you? You think
This one's really hard.
Yeah.
Do we go with the fact that Vader does beat Palpatine ultimately? Because what is one of Vader's powers? Love, and he wins.
But like, we can't bring that in though, because I know said that. Yeah. I think Palpatine has the sheer will to live, though. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, honestly, at the end of the day, the only thing that beats Palpatine is love, right? And we can't factor that in.
We're killing Will. We are literally killing Will here.
Fine. You guys are... I still think there's a great argument.
Grayson's even agreeing with me.
Yeah.
Tommy, I'm sorry.
Where's Tommy at?
Right there. Tommy Shields up there.
Let's Seth have this one.
Yeah.
Is there a shaft nearby? Yeah, guys. I think that ultimately Palpatine has to take it. If we're talking potential, yeah, I mean, Vader does become more powerful ultimately.
Yeah.
But even when Vader does become more powerful, he has a built-in weakness to Palpatine.
It's true. And Palpatine humbles him on the daily.
Yeah.
We see it. It's in the comics.
Seth Veto, I'm begging you. He got his wish.
Didn't need to.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Vader wins. We can't count Vader eating a chair-bound elderly person as a reason for him winning. I mean, that is kind of ultimately where I end up here is like, Palpatine as a villain is so interesting because he could only be beat by a different kind
Look at Will. I don't know.
Reenact the hold-up maneuver. Can you veto the championship? Yeah, why not? Y'all are crazy. Guys, this could have gone either way. Okay, it really could have.
And guess what? Darth Vader's going to clean up in the losers bracket.
Actually, this is a fun thing to consider. Little curveball. Hold on. Is Mortis Arc Anakin actually peak Anakin?
But we don't see him really do anything except like that he wields the two of them.
I mean, he takes them down. Like
he does.
Manhandles them.
He does.
Is Palpatine more powerful than the dark side itself?
I mean, probably not, but like, can't he wield it like to its like? It is weird though that like, it's not like that I feel like that Palpatine and the dark side are like side by side when other Sith Lords' problems is they try to like contain it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think this is a trump card. I can't lie.
You think what is?
Mortis Anakin is part of canon.
We haven't been considering Mortis Anakin for any of this.
Well, okay, let's go back. Let's go back.
Hold up. Then, okay, that's not Anakin. It's Darth Vader. Anakin's not Darth Vader, Konnor.
They're the same person.
No, they're not.
No, that argument is stupid.
No way.
They're the same person. They're not. They're not
right there. Mortis Anakin is not Vader. You've been talking Nightfall Vader, and you've been talking pseudonym.
Fine.
That's not.
Fine, go back. He still clears him.
But that's not the name. The name is not.
Brother.
What?
Vader and Anakin are the same person.
I get that, but like.
That's crazy. No, they're the same person.
He's made commitments. Like he is now part of a new like theology, if you will.
No, okay, I see from Zella in here too. No, they are the same. That'd be like if I was talking about Walter White versus Heisenberg.
I'm getting real heated.
It's like which one? Who's the most powerful? They're the same person. His personality didn't split. He just has a new name.
I get that.
That's
but
all.
Still.
Okay, should we have we're talking about Emperor Palpatine. I'm sorry. Do we need to talk? That's him he hasn't become Emperor yet in episode 3.
No, but like when he becomes Darth, he has chosen.
We're talking about Cal Duke. We're talking about Darth Tyrannus here, Seth. Sorry. We got to go back. It's Anakin. It's the same person.
Okay, so he just clears everybody because he can just wield the universe itself.
Maybe.
I mean, why are we even having a decision then?
You don't think that's a factor though?
Then why is he on the list then? I mean, that's crazy. That right? Like when I wrote this, it doesn't even.
Anakin's got. That's just because he says that. That doesn't mean that Anakin isn't real anymore. Oh my gosh. You guys are taking. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Noah. Hiding behind the mask from a certain point of view.
Good book.
Okay, even Ahsoka doesn't believe they're the same. Okay, it's because Anakin changed as a person, but just because you
exactly, and we have he has changed.
Okay, hold on. I know I'm addressing this because this irritates me. No, Vader doesn't kill Anakin. Gosh, this concept, it does drive me nuts. Just because Vader is another iteration of him, it's not that Anakin is suddenly a different character.
Yeah, but he is like, when you make that commitment to the dark side, it does change your heart.
Sure, obviously, but it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that Anakin then and Vader are different. Just as a pure just philosophical question here, that irritates me because then Vader's sacrifice doesn't mean anything because Anakin was always a good guy. It was Vader, the dark entity in his head that did all that bad stuff. No, they're the same person. That's why Anakin accepting his true self once again is so powerful.
Yeah. But
they're not two different people and living in one person's head. But at this
point, at his peak, is he...
Wait, that's a different question. We can come back to that in a second. I just, are you at least with me on that they're not different people?
Yeah, but don't forget BD giveaway.
The Ship of Theseus podcast, right? Yeah, thank you, Zealot. That is what I'm saying. This is like saying Padawan Obi-Wan is the same as Jedi Master Obi-Wan. They are the same person. It's fine to talk about them. We're
talking about them at their peaks.
I know, but
and it's not fair then to have him here at his full potential or his peak, because
what I'm saying is I'm addressing this first is that they are the same human being. So talking about Jedi Master Obi-Wan is peak Obi-Wan, but it's still Obi-Wan. So what I'm saying is that peak Darth Vader can be Anakin Skywalker because it's the same person.
It's true.
So with that established, now let's revisit the question. The only reason that the Mortis arc is something to consider is because it actually happened in canon.
It did.
So there was a point in the timeline where he reached his potential. So that's why we can't bring up Luke Skywalker's full potential because as far as we know, he never reached it.
Yeah.
But Vader technically does on Mortis.
Yeah, and then never remembers it, right?
Is everybody with me? Does everybody get that now? Come on. That may be true, Zealot. Like we've already established here, that Vader was kind of Rogue One Vader, right? Even with something that's true. We both like to argue. Okay, I will accept. Can we not? Are we just not allowed to count Mortis arc?
I don't think we can because he just beats everybody. Then at that point,
that's probably true.
No one can touch him.
Yeah,
except what,
Yeah. Yeah, so okay, I will agree with this point as long as we can establish the fact that Anakin and Vader are the same person. I will accept that Mortis, peak Mortis Vader Anakin doesn't count because our whole thought process is like,
Yeah.
there's a portal that opens up during
Yeah.
their peak period. Fine.
Yeah.
We'll throw that out there.
Yeah.
That was boosting Anakin, which would theoretically boost Palpatine as well. Fine. Moving back down. It's got really philosophical. It's got way too.
Take it easy.
You take it. You already
take it
took your
easy.
jacket off.
I did. I got too hot, man. It's hot under these
Prep time,
lights.
though. No, Matthew, he doesn't really keep the power he gained at Mortis.
No, because he forgets all of it. And also, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
My only point ultimately was like if a portal opened up at that moment, but you're right, he would just beat everybody.
Yes.
So it's kind of uninteresting at that point.
Yep.
And Palpatine is uniquely fitted to fight Darth Vader.
Yep.
But come on, guys. He is not Anakin and Vader are the same guy. I know
Yeah.
this is a rampant debate.
Yeah.
This one, Palpatine versus Yoda.
Yeah.
The final round. Hey, that's true. Jedi Knight Ryan. That's what we do on this show. We just fight each other. Does Palpatine win?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this already happened in Canada. It's kind of a boring final round here, but will you stick the thing? Here, you need this. I brought this for just this occasion. There you go. Palpatine already beat Yoda. We never saw peak Yoda. Really? You wouldn't think that peak Yoda is just... Daniel, Vader is stronger, but I think Seth is right that even if you talk about him during Vader, like when he was Vader, the lightning does.
And I was going to say,
do a
he
lot.
humbles Vader all the time.
He does. All the time.
All the time. All of his teachings.
Yeah. Yeah. So, wow, we ended up with Palpatine. You know what's fun about this, though, is like what beats Palpatine? It's not about power.
No.
It's not about the power battle.
No.
It's about the power of love.
It's true.
That's what beats you.
That's what we're all about here.
That's what's
We're
it,
about
guys.
love. We are all about love.
But Yoda is a Force ghost. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the Force ghost. Like, that's such a...
What can and what can't they do?
Yeah. Wait. Peak Yoda is in High Republic, right? I don't know. I maybe. If I make a video, convince you guys Vader is stronger, will you put Vader in there? You could try. Sure.
I'll take. Yeah,
Try.
You know where to send it. At Beyond the Dune Sea Show.
You got to keep in mind, guys, this is all just a portal opens up during their peak period and they're in a Coliseum and they fight. Yep. At the end of the day, yeah, I think you're right.
Yep.
Palps ultimately gets it. All right. Can we get a tally? Send it over to me and we can start to figure out who this final winner will be. Can we hold up the extras there? A lot of you guys submitted. No, these are.
Oh.
These are the whoever wins. That'll be win this stuff here. So R8's going to tally them up. Going to say we may have a tie. We'll find out. I think this went in different directions I was expected. We might have messed up making Mace lose against Luke because he's 100% would beat Palpatine. That's kind of that's a fun thing about brackets, isn't it? Is that there's someone lower that might be able to beat the guy higher.
Yep.
But he just had a bad matchup.
Yep.
Because you're right. I actually think that's true. I think Windu would beat this. He beats peak Palpatine.
I don't know.
I mean, even George said it. Will you argue with George Lucas?
That'd be my one argument with George Lucas.
You're going to shoot George Lucas?
I would not shoot George Lucas.
Okay. Do you guys here? I'll put up a poll. Do you guys want us to do? While RH computing, do a losers bracket?
We don't know. We just do it now. I was going to say.
Why?
Because.
You want to just farm the content? Is that it, Seth?
No, I think this is a fun, like, this is like an event, and then they can make their own brackets too. It's good.
Who would be in the losers bracket? Who do we got?
All these guys that are sitting here?
Yeah, Mace versus Bo-Katan. I mean, come on, guys.
Over here. This is it.
Mace has advantage against the Sith because of Vapad. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Everybody's asking for a losers bracket, Seth.
Well, there you go.
And our rate's still computing. So we got time to kill.
Beep, boop, bop, bop.
There's not that many. Come on, let's do the losers bracket.
Guys, do you want to make losers brackets?
You want us to do, okay, do you guys want to do it right now or do you guys want us to do it like in another video? Hit us up. Let's be real. Babu Frick sweeps all these guys.
Amen.
There you go. They're saying right now. Okay, we got a couple another ones. Now they'll be shy. Okay, I might need to do a poll. Okay, I'm going to do a poll. I'll do a poll. Do it over here.
Yes, you could create another bracket for the losers. This would be a whole nother thing that we could do.
I'll leave this one up to you guys. I'm going to put up a poll. Give me just a second.
Here, can you put it back on me?
Sure.
They can have Seth time again.
Seth time.
Seth time. What do you guys want to talk about? I was going to say, that's another thing too, is that like the, another video means that more donations for the, for a good
do
cause.
it as another charity stream.
Yes, another charity stream. That's the whole thing.
All right, there you go. We'll leave it up to you guys. It is now in your hands. There we go. Hey, what do we have with these donations? I haven't looked in a little bit. Let's see. Let me toggle that back up. Okay, we're up to 650, guys. Dude, that's incredible. You guys are awesome.
You are.
That's really, I know we're sitting here screaming at each other about Space Wizards, but
it's fun.
It's pretty cool that we can do that for and raise some money.
Punk Reigns versus Maul. Who do I got? Is it which Punk? Is it 2012 Punk? Money in the Bank winning, or is it the Tribal Chief? It's crazy. That's Aaron M's question.
Racer. I actually think this is a really interesting question. And the reason I would disagree with you is because there's great lore about the Jedi trained for all the wrong things. They're trying to train to fight the Sith 1,000 years ago. And everybody changed by that point. And so the Jedi, that's why they lost. That was a big reason they lost. Mm-hmm. And so Luke had no such weaknesses. I think that's really an interesting question. All right, it's just barely another vid. Okay, we'll do it as another video. So, all right, we'll just have to sit here and chat for a minute while R8's computing here.
That's fine.
So, there's still time to get me to shave my beard, I guess. So, hey, right now, what do we have? Since we hit our goal, we hit our $250 goal, so we did this. Mm-hmm. We said $350 we do a starships tier list, so we're doing that.
And we're doing ground.
And $500 we were going to do a ground vehicles tier list. We're also doing that. Those will come out here. We'll sprinkle them out because we're still tier list madness still has come to an end here. But there's always time for another list.
It's true.
Always time.
It's true.
Would you rather fight one Yoda-sized Palpatine or 50 Palpatine-sized Yodas? Well, what a question.
Big Yoda. It's 50-50 now. No, I got a 51.
I got a 51.
I got a 51 for now.
Thanks for being here, Daniel. Appreciate you. I'll send you that video later. All right, we'll look forward to it. What legends, guys, would you add to this list? Starkiller would be interesting. Mara Jade.
Yeah. Darth Bane. Well, Canon Bane's very different than Legends Bane.
The only hint you get is come this Friday and see. It's going to be fun. Revan would be fun.
Yep.
Okay. R8 says there is a 3-way tie. Hit us in the chat. R8.
Wait, how do we figure that out then?
Huh?
How are we going to figure that out?
She'll let us know. It's okay. I told her if there's a 3-way tie, we'd don't worry. I got this.
Okay. All right.
Hit us in the chat. R8. I still see. Oh, it did switch. 51% says
I know.
now.
I was saying 51 now.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll still do it. We're going to wait on R8 to let us know. Thank you, Ferguson. Appreciate you. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, R8. She said there is a clear first place winner.
Oh, okay.
But there are, because the way that we did it, if you don't remember from the beginning, if there was a tie, whoever had our same winner was the tiebreaker. So we have one clear winner and 2 follow-ups. And don't worry, we'll have some surprises for the follow-ups.
Okay.
Yep. So go ahead.
So who's the clear? So she's going to send the clear winner?
Yep.
Okay. How are they going to claim it?
Huh?
Hopefully they're here.
They don't have to be here. They emailed me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Since you had to email your list, I have their contact.
That makes sense. Okay. I was just
That's the only reason you have to be in the chat for it is because I have to be able to contact you. That's all.
Yeah. What a
beep
poll.
beep. Stephen Ho is our winner. Look at that. Stephen, if you're in the chat,
congratulations.
Here, let's see if I can bring up. I'm going to bring up Stephen's bracket. Let me give us our 2 follow-ups too, R8. I'm gonna put this back on Seth for a minute.
Okay, Seth time. Everyone's favorite.
And I'm gonna pull up his bracket.
What do you guys want to talk about? Nothing, huh? Okay.
Nothing. They want us to do a loser's bracket.
I guess they do. Yeah.
Sean, CKDO, Stephen Ho. There it is. Okay. Wait. Oh, no. So Stephen Ho wait.
What's wrong?
Sam. I'm not seeing
Hey, R8.
Sorry. R8. I'm not seeing this doesn't look like are you sure Steven was the one who won this?
Uh-oh. He's even questioning it. Uh-oh.
Might have had a mix up. Hold on. Unless I'm looking at the wrong thing here.
I like the Stargate movie. Beyond that, it's just all right.
Isaac and Joel Gilbert, by the way, first, second, and third. Maybe we'll have to find out still. What's Boo doo doo. Why 40K? What's that? What's up with that?
Yeah, why 40K? I don't know. I didn't see. Are you a fan of Warhammer 40K, or are we fans?
I have not played.
I was going to say a little bit. I've seen a little Doctor Who. I have seen 10th Doctor stuff and a little bit of 9th Doctor stuff. What's the plan for the episode 3 20th anniversary? Well, oh my gosh, you'll just have to see.
You'll just have to
okay, I keep seeing this. What is Dark Dimensional Vader?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. I don't know. Help me. How was my day? It was all right. I went to church. Then went and judged Star Wars Unlimited. Then I came here. So I also read some of Last Command. And Tuesday we are doing our book stream.
Oh yeah, that's right. Last Command. We're gonna read some Last.
Yep.
I gotta finish that.
Yep. Seth wouldn't like 40K because it's too dark and adulty, like Andor. I mean, it is the grim, dark future, isn't it?
Throwing some shade.
Yeah.
Huh?
Seth, what's my favorite popsicle flavor? Fun fact, I don't really do ice cream or anything like that. Drumstick ice cream cones are awesome. Oh, Legends Darth Vader comics. Is that... Okay, you're going to tell me the comic that I don't remember that comic. I've read a bunch of them. Hey man, Tommy, you got to get feeling better. Okay. Powerful hypothetical versions of Darth Vader where he gains immense power, including the ability to see the past, future, and present time travel. Well, I mean, dude, what about what I have for lunch? I haven't had lunch yet. No, I had a grilled cheese. I ran home, had a grilled cheese, and that was it.
Look at that.
Yeah. Then, what was I going to say? I mean, doesn't Darth Caedus basically get like that, though, too? But I guess Darth Vader could sense Darth Caedus watching him. My favorite non-Star Wars movie, probably The Mummy. No tomato soup? No, I had some pretzel nubs. Snyder's. Should I rewatch Ahsoka or Kenobi? Ahsoka? What was the church sermon about? It was I'm trying man, because it was kind of he was kind of all over the place. It was a little, I'm trying to remember what book it was from. Because I want to say it was from Ephesians chapter 1 or 2. And I felt like he was the guy, we had we had like an intern, and he was like shooting from the hip. So he was a little here, there, and everywhere.
All right.
Seth seems like that he would like Pretzel Nubs was my nickname in high school. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Seth seems like he would like The Princess Bride. I've only seen it a couple times.
Still lose my mind. Armani is what I would do. I would cry. I'm going to be there in person.
Yeah.
The great question from Man Like Pegasus. We're still deliberating with R8 here.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Sorry about this, guys.
R8's working hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, we actually talk about this a lot on the show. Mm-hmm. We are both obviously men of faith, as Seth just described his.
Yeah.
We do talk about this a lot. I think that there's something really powerful about Vader's redemption when it comes to being fake,
I think it's neat. I think that it is I think it was pretty strong in my I think it helped in my my developmental years.
Let's see. Okay, we about got her figured out here.
Okay,
So
sick.
you guys keep going.
Sick. What else we got? Andor season 2 trailer. I'm hoping I like it more than Andor season 1. I got a lot of flack from the last video with my hot takes on Andor. My favorite alleged Sith Lord, either Darth Bane or Darth Caedus, one of those two. So with it was a POG. That was how I first learned about that was my first do you remember POGs, like milk caps that were popular in the early 90s? That I was just thinking, sorry Christian, wasn't glitching. I hope not, at least. No, Matt, that Bane, like old Bane, not just Samurai Bane. Anyway, it was like a milk cap, like tradable game that with slammers and you throw them down. It's kind of like jacks. They were really popular in the 90s, and there was a Boba Fett one, and that's what I was like, I don't know what that is, but that is cool looking. And then when I watched Star Wars, it was after a couple times, it was all of a sudden like, hey, it's kind of like what they talk about at church. And so that was kind of it. How long would I last in the Star Wars universe? Probably not very long. I'd probably die. My least favorite Star Wars character. Oh man. I'd have to think about that. Who's my favorite Green Lantern? Kyle Rayner. Have I ever watched The Chosen? No, I have not watched The Chosen, but I have watched that the House of David, and it's been pretty fun. Yeah, I same as me. That I do think it's interesting how you can kind of work religion into media. Do I think Padme is underrated? Yeah, I think so. What ship would I pick in Star Wars? Millennium Falcon. And that's if I'm like sharing it with a buddy that like is more than one person I feel like needs to fly the Falcon. Jedi Interceptor or a TIE Fighter. So my favorite sport, I don't know. I really do like to throw around the Frisbee, like a lot. And then I like to play football a lot. So, yeah, exactly. The Falcon does need a co-pilot. If I could change one thing about Obi-Wan, what would I do? I'd tighten it up. That's the whole thing. It really should have, in my opinion, it needed to be like 3 episodes, 4 episodes at most. Is there a sport in Star Wars? We do see kind of like a football game happening with the droids. Lincoln, have a good night. Have either of it, dude? I got obsessed with Halo Combat Evolved. Like that was like my thing for a long time. Deacon, have a good night. If I could have one Star Wars droid, it'd be R2. Easy. Or Huang. That would be awesome. Guys, I appreciate everyone being patient. You know, dude, I read so much with The Last Jedi stuff that like I was like convinced that Snoke was like this like a Force vampire and stuff. That would like, oh my gosh. Like, and I thought that like he'd been sealed up in like Order 66 and with the balance of the Force being shifted, that's what woke him back up. Like I was in on it. And then I had thought too that like you see the little crystal hanging in Luke's shed on Octu. Like I thought that was the piece. So I thought that the crystal that was in Kylo Ren that was Darth Vader's, and Luke had the missing piece of it. And so that's why Kylo's lightsaber like rippled, because the crystal was cracked. And that's why he was looking for Luke so bad, is that he wanted to complete his lightsaber. And so he could be complete, basically. My favorite wrestling moment. I saw that for a second. I saw that a second ago. Goodness gracious. My favorite wrestling moment. That's I mean, AJ Styles showing up at the Rumble was pretty awesome. Seth, you play EDH. Maybe when Spider-Man comes out. We'll see. I think someday we have to do that. Then I think that we do have to revisit some old sequel trilogy theories. Maybe we'll do a tier list of that. What are the best sequel trilogy theories? Are you talking about the picture in the bottom left of me? Where I got the... Talk about that. I have not played Empire at War. Seth, could Master Chief take a Jedi one-on-one? Well, I mean, he is the Master Chief. I don't know if you've seen that. Gosh, there's a... there's like a video where like it's got Cell and Kermit, Cell from Dragon Ball Z, and Kermit the Frog, and Master Chief, or Darth Vader kidnaps Kermit, and Cell then calls the Master Chief to save him. It's pretty amazing. Seth Rollins using the Money in the Bank. That is a great moment. And it was really, really good. I mean, I think we all thought that that Snoke was Darth Plagueis at one point. Are you talking about Joey Mercury getting his face smashed? Is that what happened to Joey Mercury in 2007? Is that what you're getting at with the ladder seesaw breaking his nose? It was insane. Yeah, check it out. I'm trying to think of what that's called. If you type in like Kermit, Cell, Master Chief, you'll find it. It's on YouTube. It's insane. Yeah, dude. Who wants their face broken? Probably not. I assume that Mace sticks to the code. All right, doing okay?
Yeah, I'll explain it a bit. I'll explain it a bit. There's an interesting issue with having to count these from the submissions. This is again, I'll chat with you guys about it in just a second. So we're trying to figure out a solution.
Well, I mean, if we need to give more things away, we can give more things away.
No, it's not that. I'll explain.
Okay. All right.
So actually, all right, you could just listen to me here in the chat. I'll just explain. Okay, so here, we're still deliberating. I think what we might have to do is we might just have to put out a short video with the winner, because so the way that we did the rules here, the way R8 and I were talking about how this was going to work is like, okay, we're just a little game theory here. So if somebody picks Cal Kestis for this, right? They don't get this point.
Yeah.
But then they get Darth Maul. Okay. What if Darth Maul wins this and then this mashup ends up being the exact same? The way we were doing it before is like, okay, well then this if this one is not the same as ours, then these mashups aren't really the same. Does that make sense?
Oh, and so there's no way to like.
Yeah, but there's a couple people here who even though they didn't pick some of the same in our round one, they ended up with the same final four.
Gotcha.
And so you kind of have to count them if they got the same final four as points.
I gotcha.
Because you can only get out of 31 points.
Yeah.
To be the same as ours.
Okay.
So we might have to go back because there were a lot of you guys that submitted, which was amazing.
Yeah. So what?
Yeah.
So
I know how we should do it now. We just have to, like, if they got the same final four, they should still have points for the same final four. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I got you. So how are we going to figure this out?
I'll just do it.
I don't want to leave them hanging.
Okay. Do you guys want us to just sit here while I
or
and
like? Well, I mean, I don't want you guys to think that we're going to leave you hanging. That's the whole thing.
We're not. We're not. We got. I mean, we always have your email that we can reach out. So I'll leave it up to you.
What about Steven?
If you want to.
What about Steven?
Well, Steven, technically, I think he tied, as R8 said, or got one less point than.
Oh, Steven. But
yes,
but we told me one.
This is complicated. Well, here, Steven, so because of the mix-up, we'll still send you something. I'll send me another email, Steven, with your address. Don't worry, we'll still hook you up.
Okay,
it's okay. Dude, you know how many submissions we got?
No, I understand. I'm just saying that, like, I feel bad. That's all.
We can. That's all. Do you want us to figure it out here on here live, or make a follow-up video? Either way, I don't want it to be boring because it's like.
Well, if Steven's okay with it, then I promise that we'll be back soon and we'll be able to figure it out. Yeah, that was our bad. We had to I did not consider that. It's the first time we've ever done something like this. I did not consider that. Oh, they want it live.
They want it live? Okay.
All right. Okay. Put it back to me.
All right. You
figure it out now.
It's
okay.
The only thing to count is that if they got a point on the board that was similar to us, and I'll help you out. I'll do the same thing.
Bring it back to me.
I'll go ahead and mute myself.
What do you guys want to talk about? Okay. Yeah, it's cool. Do your thing. Do your thing. All right. Yeah. What do you guys want to talk about? Hit me with it. I'll just talk. That's what we gotta. All right. How many people we got in the chat right now? I can't see it.
I can't either. 93. We got 93.
Okay, sick. My favorite Pokemon generation, first one.
Here, I'm going to change this so you can see this and I can see this better.
Sick. I don't care. Oh, am I going over here? Is that what's happening? Okay, cool. I gotta do that. Okay, we're going to do that. Sorry, guys. What's my favorite Harry Potter movie? Probably the fourth one. I like 2, 3, and 4 a lot. 6 is good too. Did they deploy snowtroopers to Assault Planet? I didn't realize that. Just figured they were stormtroopers. How much longer do I think Star Wars will last? Gosh, feels like a loaded question. I've seen the first couple episodes of Invincible. I did not like the Halo TV series. Was not my cup of tea. I didn't watch all of it. Only watched some of it. Invincible is good. I just have not watched enough of it. I don't get to watch a whole lot of TV. Will I ever play KOTOR in the future? Someday, I'm sure that I will play KOTOR. I've heard good things about Invincible. My perfect droid, I mean, R2-D2. I mean, he's the man. So good. Not a taco guy. What type of character would I want to be? I mean, I would want to be like a cool, like scoundrel or whatever, but I think that I would probably just end up being like a moisture farmer or something like that. Nothing exciting at all, if I were to be real. A cool guy. Thank you. That's really nice. Yeah, I would probably just be someone lame. Like I would want to be cool, but I would end up just being, I work at Bespin. My favorite D&D class to play. I have not played a ton of D&D right now. In the one campaign I'm in, I'm a rogue. If you join the 501st, what would I be? I do have an Anakin costume. So there is that. Would I fall to the dark side? Probably not. I guess it depends on the age of the kids. The best Star Wars project for this generation kids to start on. I think if they were young, I think that Clone Wars it really is a good place to start. Let's see. Fighter, longsword, human. I like it. Have you guys ever been to any Star Wars conventions? I've been to 3 Star Wars celebrations. I will not be attending Japan. What? I can't hear. ICCC. I'm about ready to say that too. I went to ICCC last year, and also check the pinned. It's a donate. Oh, my bad. There is ICCC is great. Check that out. I was going to say fun little fan event, or like it's a smaller con. Sorry, I can't see myself now. It's freaking me out. That Konnor's doing stuff. He's messing with my computer. Anyway, it's a smaller show, but like super intimate. Like, I mean, get to talk to Timothy Zahn. He's the author of the Thrawn trilogy. I got to talk to Mark Thompson. Does almost all the Star Wars books. Both are amazing dudes. We talked to Aiden Cook for a long time. He's played he's Benthic Two Tubes, and he's several other characters in Star Wars, and it's amazing. So yes, and it's not as far away as Japan. So totally fun. There it is. I was gonna say, if that sounds like something cool that you might want to do, we actually have a promo code for that, and it is it's a good time. It is a really, really good time. Would I like to manage a Bed Bath & Beyond the Dune Sea? That we said that, didn't we? I think we made a reference to that. I feel like we did at some point. I feel like that. Favorite class of trooper, heavy sniper. I was gonna say that. I don't know, man. I've always liked the guys on the bikes, even though that they are not. Even though they're kind of jobbers, I still like it. Is Dark Rey better than Rey Skywalker? Do I like your foldable? I don't know. I'm not super big on the foldable lightsaber. I don't like it when lightsabers get too fancy. We did kind of skip over peak Rey. I mean, we didn't see a lot of that either. The Bark Trooper. Goodness. Let's not do that. Bed Bath & Beyond the Dune Sea was Neil's job after Skeleton Crew. Yep. It is true.
We have deliberations. We
got it.
Hey.
We found it.
Real quick, guys. Give Ari a round of applause in the chat. We working hard over here. This was my fault. I did not consider that aspect. So, we did end up with a 2-way tie here.
How are we going to do this?
Was one of them. Huh?
How are we going to do that then? Have you got that figured out, or do I need to?
Well, remember the tiebreaker.
Okay, gotcha.
Steven, I'm looking at your...
Double door clap.
I'm looking at your list right now, and you ended up with Luke Skywalker at the very end.
Oh.
And so Luke Nobody got them all, basically.
Gotcha.
Nobody matched ours perfectly.
Gotcha.
But then we have
Easy.
Bernat Pont does take it away with the grand prize because Bernat got not only, they actually tied with points, but he got Emperor Palpatine as the final winner.
Oh, and that's what pushed him over?
Yep, and that's what we said in the beginning. So Bernat, I don't know if you're in here or not, but you take home the bacon.
And
Here.
we'll still take care of Steven?
Yeah, we'll still take care of you, Steven.
Gotcha.
I got, here. You know what? Go, the one on the far left up there. You see it, right? For the mix up, we don't want to pull an Oscars here, you know, and not get you in on something. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so then, Steven, we'll send you this other. We have two, actually. So this one will go to our earlier giveaway winner. Steven, we'll send you this Adi Gallia lightsaber. If you can, send me another email with your address, because you did tie. And we said if there were ties, we would still we'd
honor them.
Now the runners up, unfortunately, just a round of applause. You know, bragging rights for the one of them will be. This is kind of interesting. So we have a 3-way tie for second place. Bryson, Isaac, and Will of the Force. That's the yeah. So there you go. That was our runners up. They were a few points behind.
Yeah.
All right. Tells me nobody got all of them, but I think there were like 40 some entries. You guys were awesome with that. And again, thank you guys so much for being patient.
Yes.
And again, huge round of applause for RA. RA crushed it out here.
Yes.
And actually a 4-way tie. I just got told Trey, you tied for second place there.
Okay.
So thank you guys so much for that. And again, thanks for being patient. Steven and Bernat. Bernat. Be on the lookout for that. I will send you both an email just asking for your address, and Bernat will get you these for the grand prize.
Steven will take care of you.
Steven will take care of you. Adi Gali, which it's a slick prequel saber. I'll be honest. By the way, I found out something interesting. Just a little fun fact. I said in our troopers video that the Bark troopers are the ones who killed Adi Gallia. Yeah. That's someone completely different. Her name was like Stasi Ali or something. They look like identical. Yes. It's the same race and everything, right? Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
I had no idea.
It's kind of like, it's like Agent Kolar and... hey,
look at that.
What?
RA is S tier. Agreed.
Oh, yeah. Beep boop. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's do it together. Hey, we're about to end the stream. I don't know. I don't know that we're about to get... shaving the beard going on. Yeah. But you know what? I think everybody should still be proud of this. What do we end up with? We ended up with $651 for the Alzheimer's Association. That's in total with these charity streams. That's over $1,000.
It's crazy.
That's amazing. You guys are awesome.
You guys are awesome. You guys are S tier.
I know we've been sitting here yelling
Agent
about
Kolar
wizards.
and Eth Koth. There it is. There it is. I get them confused all the time.
Congrats to our winners.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for being here and participating in chat. Thanks for being patient here about the end. What about my penny? Do you get a penny?
I don't have any idea.
What's that about?
I don't have any idea.
Subscriber tier list win.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, R8 would be at the top of our droids tier list, that's for sure.
Yes.
But yeah, losers bracket stream part 2. Sure, we will do that. Give us a little bit of time. We'll put something like that together.
We'll figure that out. Maybe a little bit better way of...
I have a convention this weekend. It's not very Star Warsy, but if any of you guys are going to be there, I'm going to be at the Midwest Gaming Classic. So I don't know if anybody's going to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's why we're probably not going to be doing this next weekend, but we'll get there.
Yes.
We'll do it. So we got a lot of videos to make for the homies at home.
Oh, we do. We got
goodness.
We got so much work.
We've got starships.
Yes. We have ground assault vehicles.
We have a losers bracket to do.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, you know what? Seriously, if you guys want to submit a losers bracket, we could probably put away a small giveaway for that. That'd be fun.
No, of course we can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If we're doing another one of these, we're putting stuff up. Yeah.
We're just saying.
Yeah.
Just reminding the homies at home.
Totally.
Tier list win.
Yes.
Somebody actually put that in the other day.
Tier list win.
Sergio, for real. I told Grayson, who did the AC list with me, if we hit 1,000 views on that video, we would do the trailer list. So that's coming. I don't know when. It's probably down the pipe a little bit.
Yeah.
Definitely doing that. Yeah. So there you go, guys.
I think where's the Midwest Gaming Classic thing happening?
It's in Milwaukee. It's in Milwaukee.
Yep.
It's like a big dude. It's it's like a big convention center sized flea market for video games. It's so much fun. I was there last year. Oh, if you're a video game collector, it's so much fun. I highly recommend it. Anyway, there you go, guys. Again, thank you guys so much for being here.
There is not another live tomorrow, but on Tuesday, check us out for
Tales from the Archives.
The
first part of Last Command. And then Friday, and then on Friday, R8 will be there with me, actually.
Yes.
Fun stream, guys. Thank you for the $1.99. Appreciate you. This Friday, MCU tier list. And then the next week, who knows? We'll see.
Do we tell them the other thing?
What?
We already made a tier list, and that was coming.
Oh, totally not that. We're doing Troopers Part 3.
Yeah, Troopers Part 3. It's already in the can.
We filmed that.
It's coming.
That'll be this week sometime.
Yes,
hopefully.
sometime.
We will. There's like another 30 that we forgot. But yes, Troopers Part 3 will be this week.
Yes.
And then just come hang out for MCU. Yeah. And we'll let you know what we're doing the next week because we got Celebration, we got Andor, and don't worry, we always got a few more lists in the pocket.
I was going to say, we got Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
We always, like I said, we always have lists in the pocket. Right?
It's true.
We can't stay away from the board.
We can't.
The board's just as much a member of the show as us.
Yes.
So thank you guys again so much for being here.
Yep.
We'll see you guys for Troopers Part 3. We'll see you guys this Friday. Otherwise, BDTS out.